A new challenger approaches. Pikachu.
Hey, what is going on, everybody? Thank you for tuning in to episode 86 of the X Button Gaming Podcast. As always, I'm your host, Chris, and today I have with me a returning co-host, pretty regular co-host at this point. I have Jimmy here.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, Jimmy. And returning guest, it's been a while, I think since Mario RPG, at least, which has been probably 2 years ago now.
Yes.
Okay. Well, it's been a while, but I'm glad that we could have you back. We got Jarrett back in the house, the man with the sultry voice.
Ooh, glad to be here again.
And I'm glad to have you here. And so is James.
I'm very glad to have you, Jerry Bear.
I understand.
Yes, he is Jarrett, but we also call him Jerry Bear. Nobody calls him Jerry, though. Don't do that.
No.
Ugly. No offense to Jerry's out there.
No. We don't like
We
Jerry's.
love plenty of Jerry's. We love Jerry's.
all the Jerry's.
Seinfeld, guys. Like, right? No, but we're excited for this episode. We're going to do a collector's edition. We're going to be talking about Amiibo later in the episode. But before we do that, let's talk about some of our recent pickups. How's that sound?
Sounds great.
So why don't we start with James? What are some of your recent pickups?
Well, I don't think we can start this pickup segment without talking about the contest that we are currently holding, the game collecting showdown between me and Chris. I have been searching on the interwebs for my remaining, it was 3 games at the time. And what I was trying to hunt down was a copy of Super Star Wars on the Super Nintendo, because that is one of my 6 potential games to beat you, hopefully. Inevitably beat you.
Inevitably.
So I somebody posted a listing on Facebook Marketplace. A gentleman from Clarkston, Washington, named Garrett, who is now our friend, and hopefully one day a friend of the podcast. We'll see. We're gonna speak really nice about him just in case he's listening.
Hey, he might be. By the way, for those of you that don't know where Clarkston is,
Yes,
it's far.
it's really far
from our, for most people know we're from the Seattle area.
Yeah.
Clarkston is basically like the bottom right corner of Washington State.
Yeah.
So it is literally border. We accidentally crossed a bridge and ended up in Idaho while we were in Clarkston.
Yeah.
And that's not even a joke. We weren't trying to go to Idaho. We ended up in Idaho.
Well, it's like Lewis and Clark, right? Lewiston, Idaho is on one side of the Snake River, and Clarkston, Washington is on our side of the Snake River, which is one of the boundaries between Idaho and Washington. So yeah, we went very far. I will say I would not have done this trip just for Super Star Wars on the Super Nintendo.
Fake fan.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Does this guy even like?
A real man pays hundreds of dollars in gas to get a $50 CIP game.
Yeah. Do you even Star Wars? Well, the thing is, I got talking to this guy. He originally posted actually 3, the whole trilogy on Super Nintendo, complete in box, pretty good condition in the boxes and everything. They looked like they've been cared for, which they have been. And I was like, well, I'm not looking for all 3. I'm just looking for the one. And I guess he had some other people that were
been interested.
Mm-hmm. He was definitely having some conversations with other people, and we got to talking. And honestly, we have a lot in common. We got to talking about Pokemon and video games, and we kind of became, internet friends, which can be unsafe, but it ended up being safe, thankfully.
Yeah, we're 5.5 hours away, and luckily this guy ended up being really nice.
Yeah.
Because we just walk into his house, and he could have just been like, boom, boom.
I'm taking your stuff, taking your money, taking your car.
Yeah,
no one's ever going to know where you went.
When you walk in, the door just automatically shuts.
Yeah. Well, that was one of my fears. I was like, okay, I'm going on that. Well, okay, let's rewind a little bit more. Okay, so I was like, all right, I'm trying to think. He had another thing, because apparently Garrett, he will attend conventions, and he has a really, really cool collection of video game paraphernalia, video games themselves, figures, consoles, lots of cool stuff. Believe me, that was honestly a treat to see. It was like a cherry at the end of the road trip that we took, really. But he had something that I'm going to get to. I'm not going to reveal it quite yet. but he had something that ultimately is what drew me in. But he's like, you've been really cool about all this. You're coming a really long ways, which for us, one way to get to Clarkson, Washington from Tacoma is what, 5.5 hours?
Yeah.
That's no stops. That's like straight 5.5 hours. And so I was like, okay. I was like, I'm doing this either way. Okay, I'll rewind again. He's like, okay, well, you've been really cool about this. You're coming all that way. How about I toss in the other 2 games too? They seem like they should be all paired together. They're a lovely family. And I was like, all right, man, that's really cool. Deal.
Yes.
So I was like, all right, I'm going to take this trip, maybe at the risk of my life, because I don't know this guy, but he seems cool. I think he's good. He's got a lot of followers on Facebook. That's a good sign. And I was like, all right, it's safer if I go with somebody. Plus, it'll be more fun. That's a long ways to drive by yourself. And I was like, hey, Chris.
Yeah, it's always an interesting text to get. So for those that don't know, me and James obviously are close friends. He comes on the podcast. We see each other relatively regularly.
Yeah.
But like out of the blue, text isn't a normal thing for
No,
James.
it's not.
Small talk isn't a normal thing for James to just be like, hey buddy, what you doing? And out of the blue I get a hey buddy or hey Chris. And I'm like, hey man. So I already know something's off. And then he's like, you free, literally, it was like, at that point, it was like 3 weeks away. You free April 9th to go to Clarkston? And I was like, what? I'm like, well, I work. It's a Thursday. I usually work on Thursdays. Like, let me take a look. And then I'm like, where's Clarkston at? So as I'm waiting to reply, I look up Clarkston, and I'm like, okay, what the heck? I'm like, what is in Clarkston, man?
And then I showed him the games that I was going to acquire in a trade if everything went as planned. And he's like, yeah, I guess that makes sense. That seems like a pretty good deal for both of you. And you obviously really want those games. And Chris was cool. He came along. And I was like, I dangled a carrot for Chris. I was like, Chris, we can stop at game stores. This could be good for you too. Maybe you can check some of your boxes on our conquest.
And we'll talk about what I got on this road trip in a little bit.
I am looking forward to that.
It's going to be great. Okay. So yeah, we long story. Well, this started off on a really bad foot. I almost forgot. Chris meets me in the morning. We were like, oh, we don't have to leave that early, right? We'll just knock it out one fell swoop. Come back, it'll be good. We're men. We can get back. We can do this in one day trip. I walk outside to Chris, who's waiting for me to come outside, and my right front tire is flat, and I'm just like, you have got to be kidding me.
Yeah, it was. I just look at James, and he's literally. I mean. For the listeners, they can't see this, but his look is just like he's already done. He's dumbfounded.
I was ready to go back to bed immediately. I was like,
he doesn't know what to do, and in my brain, I'm like, all right, I'm up. Like I'm not an early riser. It is set. I got up at 6:45. I'm here. Like we're gonna figure this out.
Yeah. What's so upsetting about it is they were a brand new set of tires, like from like a month and a half ago. Whoa. Chris. An experienced spare tire applier
apparently
was able to help with that. I had done it a couple months ago before I got the new tires, and I like threw my back out for like a whole month doing it. So I was like, I'm not going to do that again. I'm either going to call AAA, which is going to take way too long. Chris is like, I'll just do it. I'll just do it. To Chris's credit, I didn't stop him necessarily. That's for sure.
He didn't ask,
but I didn't ask either.
But it was a matter of like we're just standing there, and I'm like, all right, either I do this or nothing's happening today.
Yeah.
So,
because I was like he was saying, I was about ready to be like, I'm going to bed. It just wasn't meant to happen. We'll reschedule, maybe. I don't know. And so Chris took care of it. He was the man. He put on the spare tire. We went to Discount Tire. We waited there. They patched it up. It was like a brand new shiny screw that I drove over somewhere on the way back from meeting.
It was a big screw too, not a tiny screw. It was pretty substantial.
Which that's going to get me on a whole other tangent. I was talking to Chris about this. I have got a flat from screws in my tires like 3, 4, 5 times maybe, like over the course of the last 10, 15 years. I'm starting to think genuinely that people in the tire industry are taking a handful of screws and like walking down the street, just like scattering them like sprinkled, like sparkle dust or something. Like I don't know what's the pixie dust.
No, that's what people do. They spread their sparkle dust around cities.
I don't know. I'm just saying. I think it's pretty. I don't think it's that crazy of a thing to consider that there's somebody in the tire business that's like, we need more business. We need more people to buy tires. I'm going to make that happen. And they just toss screws on the street. Because it doesn't make any sense to me how many screws are on the street. It's nonsensical.
Well, I've
Tire
heard of
industry
chick
is out to
magnets, and we know
screw
you're not
ya.
that. So
Yeah, I don't. Anyways, where was I? Where was I going with this?
The morning started off rough. So
the-
we have to drive
start.
5.5 hours, and we're already 2 hours behind what we planned by the time we hit the road.
So we already we were gonna stop in Yakima for a couple stores, and we already like
Yeah, Yakima got
X those off the
X'd.
list.
Yep.
And we stopped at what, I don't know, 3, 4, 5 places before we finally got to this guy's place.
Yeah, we
Garrett's
stopped
place?
in a couple small towns along the way. Pretty cool stores. Like,
Yeah.
if I wasn't being so particular with what I bought this year because of trying to find stuff for this competition, there is one store that had like quite a few games where I was like, stuff that I like want, stuff that I might put on future competitions, like as far as things that I want.
Yeah.
But I was just like, I'm trying not to blow money stupidly, and I brought trade bait stuff with me to like, ease the pain of buying something. So I was like, nah, I'm gonna hold off. But anyway.
Yeah. And so we get to this guy's place eventually. What, like
was close to
6:45, 7 p.m., right? Like we were hoping to get there like
Our plan was to be there around 4 to 5, like at the latest, and that was with stopping in Yakima.
yeah, that was with
So-
stops and food and everything, and it just did not turn out that way. So we already know we're in for a late night. Thankfully, we get there, and this dude is super cool, really nice guy. Garrett, we love you. Thank you.
Yeah,
And
super chill.
finally I'm gonna get to my first pickup. First pickups, I should say. So I'm gonna reveal them. Well, not in order, obviously, but here's one.
There it is.
Super Empire Strikes Back,
Super-
and they all have the cellophane on them too, which is nice.
Yeah,
Wow.
pretty good shape. CIB. I haven't honestly opened them to see the cartridge or anything, so they could be like filled with like garbage or something. But I
It could
trust
be
Garrett.
full of screws.
Yeah, go no. Now that would be a cruel twist of fate right there.
Yeah.
There's
Turns
that.
out Garrett works for the screw industry.
Yeah, he's screwing me. And then this one, the one I ultimately wanted, Super
There it
Star
is.
Wars, beautiful. I got the whole OG trilogy right here
It ain't
on
gonna sit like that.
on Super. No, it's not on Super Nintendo. Yeah, like needless to say, I brought these games up multiple times in the pod, but I've grown up with these games.
Dang, do they all have the hang tabs on the back?
One
too,
of these,
from-
this has the hang tab. It looks
That
like
one does.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which is really cool.
Oh yeah, just Super Star Wars.
Just
does,
Super
but that's
Star Wars
still
has
cool.
the hang tab.
No, this one has.
Has something too? Yeah, go ahead.
Oh no, it has part of
Yeah,
it.
take a-
but
take a
they're
look,
like the
boys.
fact that they're still in the cellophane and everything from like these things were obviously taken care of.
Oh yeah, they're in really good condition.
Join Luke, Han, and Chewbacca in their fierce war against the evil Empire. Battle treacherous aliens. Period. Pilot 2 vehicles in high-speed first-person 3D sequences. Fight your way through the wastelands of Tatooine to the hostile streets of Mos Eisley and beyond. And in this introduction, they say nothing about the Sandcrawler. They say nothing about it.
How it's gonna kick your
Yeah.
6-year-old butt.
How you're going to be discouraged almost immediately playing this game.
Dang, that sound crawler is enough to make grown men cry.
Oh, yeah.
It's brutal.
Still, I feel like.
Yeah, James just cried the other day. The Sandcrawler.
Sandcrawlers.
Yeah, very fun games. 2D side-scrolling action. They honestly, yeah, like it said, they got some kind of cool like piloting levels too. But what I like about these games is like they introduce these these bosses at the end of the stages that are obviously made up just to video gameize this. Like you look on the back here. In the Empire Strikes Back one, there's this really cool one on Hoth that looks like this massive ice monster, you know? Like, I should have looked this up prior to the episode. I don't know what they called these beasts or if they're actually canonized in the Star Wars universe. I'm doubting it. Maybe.
There might be some of them, but most of the time they were just made up.
Yeah.
Like
it's
the creature in the lava pit in the bottom of the Soundcrawler.
Yeah.
Like, why was there a lava pit in the Soundcrawler?
And that thing was,
anyway?
yeah, like that's the thing is you could get to the bottom of the Sandcrawler against that lava monster thing, and you had to like jump from like one platform to another while shooting him and trying to survive and avoid stuff at the same time. Like it was like an unfair Super Metroid boss or something. I don't know how else to describe it, you know, like
It makes the rest of the game feel like a cakewalk in comparison. Once you
Yeah.
get past that, the rest of the game ain't that bad. It's still hard, but it ain't
Yeah.
that bad. That Sandcrawler sucks.
yeah, and in Super Star Wars was the only one that you had to play from beginning to end. Although you said there was like a little bit of a glitch where you could get unlimited lives, right? Which I never did growing up.
It's not a glitch. There's a secret area it's on the first. What is it? It's on Tatooine, the level where when you're just after the Sandcrawler, when you're going to find Obi-Wan to get your lightsaber, there's a cliffside where you can fall down, and if you hold against the wall, you'll fall into a little ledge, and there's like 10 lives down there.
Yeah, that would
and
help
you
a lot.
can, and then you die because you have to die, and you can just do it again. You can't get up from there, so you die, and then you can just kind of
See,
redo it. And
that's pretty sweet. I never knew that growing up, so I suffered. I suffered hard. But great game. And the following two are much easier, and you might argue even funner plays because there are passwords. They're just kinder. I feel like they're not like modern day kind. Hold your hand, but they are still. They're just not as mean to you as the first one was.
Kind of like Mega Man to Mega Man 2 and 3.
Yeah.
For sure. And I remember beating that suit, the Return of the... I don't remember playing Empire Strikes Back that much. It's almost like the way I remember watching the movies. Like, I remember watching Return of the Jedi almost on a loop growing up, but not watching Empire Strikes Back that much. And every once in a while, we'd watch the first one because of the trench run and how iconic it is, you know? But anyways, this is not a Star Wars episode. I guess early May the 4th festivities or something. But
Yeah.
Anyways, I got those, and that's really cool.
Yeah.
From Garrett. Thank you, Garrett. I love you.
No,
Love you.
Yeah, he was a super cool guy.
He is cool.
And there were, I mean, Clarkson, for being a relatively small town, did have 2 retro game stores.
Yeah.
So that was kind of surprising. And both were good stores. The one had really good inventory, and the other one, the guy was super chill.
Yeah.
I guess the guy was nice at the other one, too. So what's funny is, so like I said, we went to 2 stores. One we went to before we met up with Garrett.
On the Clarkston side.
Right? They're both on the Clarkson side.
Oh, they were both on the Clarkston
Yeah, and they're
side.
not that far away from each other either. Not that I know that city that well, but I realized it. So we went to the one because we weren't sure we'd have time to do both. So like I said, we went to the one, and that one, he had a really good inventory. But what was funny was while we were there, this little girl comes in with her mom, and she's like, Pokemon card talk, apparently she pulled a God Pack, which
amazing.
for people who don't know is basically it's all full art, ultra rare cards basically.
Awesome.
It's the Pokemon card like dream to get one of those.
Where almost every card is worth like raw like $100 or more at least.
Yeah, it's a dream pack. So anyway, and she apparently loves Pokemon, buys a bunch of cards and yada yada. But she came in there because she wanted to sell him some cards to get some other, like most drug dealers, most
addicts.
most
Addicts.
gamblers. She was selling some to get money to buy more.
Yeah.
Well, I thought that was kind of funny. But what was interesting is while we're looking around, we're kind of overhearing this conversation because you can't help. It's not a giant store, and also they're not being quiet.
This girl was strapped with high value cards. And she's like a little girl. You're just like, whoa, whoa.
Like, this was
She had more money in that binder than I have in my bank account.
Yeah.
No joke.
Like probably me too, honestly. Yeah. Like that. She was loaded, dude, with crazy high value cards.
But yeah, it was a cool store. But what was funny is the owner, I guess, ended up while we were standing there listening or like looking, he was talking to the mom, and then he's like, "How old are you again?" And she said she's like 45 or something like that. He's like, "How about this? By the time I'm 45, we get married." He's like, "If neither of us are married, we get married." And she's like, "Well, how old are you?" And he said 38. And she's like, all right, yeah, we can do that. So apparently she's pretty confident she'll be married in that next 7 years.
She's like, I'm engaged right now.
Yeah. But I was like, what have we walked into? Like, this guy's just like hitting on this lady in like broad daylight while he's paying $1,000 for Pokemon cards from her daughter.
I didn't tell you too. When we walked into that store, I had to pee so bad because we were just coming off a really long drive from the Tri-Cities at the time, and I was just like, I walk in there like my bladder's about to explode, and I try to be cool and like act like I'm looking around for like 2 minutes before I'm like, dude, do you have a bathroom I can use? Because if you don't, I'm about to run outside right now and go spray all over the ground, basically.
Clarkson about to get violated.
He's like, oh yeah, sure. You just gotta like move this little bin out of the way and go down the stairs. Watch out though. It's like it's kind of tricky down there, and it is like there are no lights. There are boxes, and you can tell there are like video games and plushies and all like VHSs stacked to the ceiling basically, and you got to work your way around. And inside the bathroom, even there wasn't a light either. I mean, at least not the one I could find. So I have like my light and my phone just guiding me. It was like I was walking through like I don't know, like the Mines of Moria or something underneath this store. It was crazy, dude.
That's funny. Yeah, you didn't say any of that.
I didn't tell you, but like I almost forgot. But yeah, the store did have really good selection though. The guy was totally cool with us. I got a couple Nintendo Power issues too. Mm-hmm. They had a pretty good selection.
Just to show how small Clarkston is a city too. I won't get into what he told us, but after we went there, we went to Garrett's place, like I said, like we talked about.
Yeah.
And we talked about how we went there, and he was like, "Oh yeah, I know that guy." And then he told us some stuff, and they were friends. I'm like, dang, what a small town.
Yeah.
So and then we went to that other game store afterwards too. That one their selection wasn't as strong, but super nice guy.
Super cool guy.
The guy that ran it, was running it at least at the time, was super chill.
Yeah. Yeah, Clarkson, kind of a nice little town, nice little people.
Little people there.
Well, not little, but nice people.
Well, you said nice little people. That's why I had to make fun of you.
Little town full of little people.
So I'll talk. So just to piggyback off James, I'll talk about my road trip to Clarkston pickups.
Yes.
You guys aren't ready for this, okay? So James going for a guaranteed pickup for our competition. So I'm like, I gotta find something on the way there. So we stop at 3 stores. Plus I look at his stuff that Garrett's stuff that he's selling, and then we go to a 4th store. I didn't find one thing for the competition. What I did find, though, was a copy of Dragon Ball Z, the Lord Slug movie on VHS.
Yeah. Let's go.
So I was like, that's pretty cool. I'll buy this. That was from one of the random stores we went to. And what was cool about these DBZ movies when they put them on Toonami or wherever back in the day, for whatever reason, they added metal songs to it. So there's songs from Disturbed and the Deftones on it.
That fits.
Yep.
Yeah,
Really?
so super random.
Licensed music.
And then the only other thing I bought on this road trip was a copy of Astrobot Rescue Mission for $1. I have this game already, but it's as we were leaving that store in Clarkston, the first one we went to, this was just sitting there and had a $1 sticker on it, and I was like, is this actually just $1? And he was like, yeah. I was like, all right. So I just paid him $1. So I came out with a VHS movie and a game I already have. So not the most profitable trip for me, but it was fun. We had a good time.
Yeah, we had a good time.
Made a new friend. Mm-hmm. We told a lot of stories. So we had lots of catch up time.
We bonded in the same way that Goofy and Max bonded in the Goofy movie on that road trip. They also had to change a tire, Chris. Think about that.
That's true. You didn't show me the perfect cast, though. We were even at the Snake River.
I know, that's true.
And just a couple other quick ones. You have some more stuff to go over in a minute, right?
I have 2 more.
Okay, so I have one more thing or a couple other things that go later. So just a few other pickups from some random stores. I went to a GameStop, and they had their little display glass cabinet right at the front. I walked up and looked, and they happened to have a Dreamcast game. Namco Museum, nothing too crazy. So this has got Pac-Man, Miss Pac-Man, Pole Position, Dig Dug, Galaga, Galaxian on it. But for the Dreamcast, and it was like $10, maybe $11, and I'm like, man, a complete in-box Dreamcast game in really good shape for $10 is just kind of a steal. This game doesn't value much higher than that, but you just don't see Dreamcast games all that often, other than if you're at an actual retro store. So then at a Value Village, I got a couple of interesting ones. Almost threw this on the ground. So at one point I was going for a Wii U collection. I've sold most of my Wii U games, but being me, I kind of still have that little bit of I kind of enjoyed collecting for the Wii U. So when I see Wii U games that their stores are cheap, I'll buy them. And I bought SpongeBob SquarePants, Plankton's Robotic Revenge.
Nice.
Yes.
I love that cover, man.
Yeah, it's a cool cover. It was $6.
It's not a game I knew even existed on the Wii U.
Yeah.
Not that I would, I guess, but
Yeah, it's probably you probably weren't the target audience.
Well, no.
For $6, I figured why not. But at that same store at the same time, this one I was more excited for. They had a copy of Jak and Daxter, the Precursor Legacy, on the PS2. So not the most expensive game, but it was complete. And it's just a good game and kind of like a staple for a PS2 collection. So I figured for another $5-6 I was going to pick it up.
Can't go wrong.
And then the last one I got, so I know I've talked about it before, probably been a while, but I have had a GameFly subscription for a long time, but I'm finally at the point where I'm not getting my money's worth out of it, so I want to cancel it. But I have coupons that have stacked up that I want to use because it's the only way I can get some of the money back that I've wasted basically on not using my subscription to the fullest. So I had 3 $5 off coupons and a couple others. So it's been really hard to find things to buy on there because either it's stuff that I don't want or they're sold out. I'm not finding anything. It used to be a little easier to find stuff to buy or to keep. So finally they did a sale and they had this game on there and I'm like, this kind of looks Chris Perry coded. It's an anime looking game. It's an action RPG. It's called Tawa and the Guardians of the Sacred Tree. It's a Bandai Namco game. Genuinely, I don't actually know much about this game. It was $20, but with my coupons, I got it for I think it was less than $5. I think it was $17 because it's free shipping. So I think I ended up just paying a couple bucks.
nice.
So I was like, why not? But it looks all right. Enter a vibrant world filled with perilous danger. So, It's got 2-player co-op and it's got online co-op too. So it looked fun. So I figured I'd give it a try. And they even threw in a nice little GameFly sticker, so I can rep them wherever I want.
Very nice.
Yeah.
So I thought that was cool.
That's cool.
But yeah, so that's it for that stack. I have a few more things I'll go over in a little bit. So Jarrett, you had some things you wanted to share with us, right?
Yes, it has been quite a while since I've been on the podcast. And,
Oh, nice.
can't remember the last, actually a year ago as you said that. And so it's okay, I'll do more within the last month or two of certain things.
Nice.
And so Jimmy's got me into both Nintendo Power, but I'm holding off on that.
Ooh.
But just kind of paper things.
Ooh, very nice.
And I got this Mario Mania Nintendo's Player's Guide.
Oh, that's so cool.
That's cool. I had that guide when I was a kid. I still have it, but it's thrashed because I used to just sit around and read it. It's such a cool guide.
That is so cool, man.
And I don't remember having this one because I remember having the other ones, but being such a fan of Super Mario World, where what I love about these kind of things is you see all the artwork
Yep.
of just both drawings and screenshots. But the biggest thing drawing, I'll just pass this around because the very first portion of it's going over the other Mario games, Mario 1, 2, 3, but then it's a guy from Mario World. So there's just a lot of artwork, which is
this
just
is
kind of
so
brings you
cool.
back.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Like, that's really
There
cool.
it is. Yeah.
Yeah, between like explanations on levels and like walkthroughs, it is giving you like really cool, just random inserted art. That is sick. Oh, this is so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of my favorite games too. So,
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
Gotta love it, dude. These original players guides from this era are just so awesome. I miss I wish I still had one from that era. Like the oldest thing I have is a really beat up like Ocarina of Time Nintendo players guide.
Yes.
It's tattered.
And it's like one of those things where I know I had several of those as a kid. Like I remember the Ocarina of Time, like Majora's Mask, Mario 64. I'm sure maybe parents got rid of them or
Yeah.
just tossed them or something, like cleaning out. And it's like, oh, I wish I had those. So I'm like, I'm going to slowly
Yeah.
add to the inventory of those things.
No, that's a very cool. That's a very cool collection to like work on and chip away at. The player's guide. Honestly, any of them, like even the third party ones, Prima, and what's the other one, Chris? Brady
Brady Games, yeah.
Yeah, like they're all kind of cool. I really actually, who are the ones that made the ones that are like, I don't know, they're like more like vertical and they're like square, you know what I'm saying? Like they're shaped like a tower almost, not like a book or like a magazine necessarily. You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're talking about.
They were like
I don't-
thinner player guides.
It could have been one of them. It could have been Piggyback. I know they made guides too. But I don't remember for sure. But I know what you're talking
Yeah.
about. I can picture them.
Yeah, I guess I can't picture one specifically either. I just remember there was some that were shaped like that, but yeah, those are really cool. Those are really cool.
I remember, like I said, I remember having this when I was a kid. I still have mine, but like I said, mine is not in great shape. A lot of pages have fallen out and stuff.
Sure, yeah.
But I remember this page, the fun finds and whatever. And
Oh, yep.
It's about stuff you can get, like Mario themed stuff you can get at retail.
Dude.
And I remember so bad wanting this like Donkey Kong plush or the Mario Brothers 3. I didn't know it was a garbage can, but I remember just thinking it looked really cool and wanting it. Or the Mario cereal. Like I never saw those things in store. Like
That's awesome.
I always really wanted them though. Like I don't think is this a poster?
I feel like there's there's a poster in there. It's like a world map. There's like some kind of scroll.
Dang, you're right though. The art in this is so good.
That's what's fun. Just looking at the art. Just
You get to that.
yep. There you go.
Yeah,
Right there.
that's in clean shape, man. It really is.
Yeah, it's super clean. I'm gonna take a picture of this for
Please
the
take
Instagram.
Nice. So where did you get that copy of the player's guide?
Our Nintendo Power guy.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
The very guy.
that's right.
Yeah, I'm sure you asked him if he had a copy of Super Mario RPG player's guide, if that's a thing.
I already have one.
Oh,
Yeah, it's like I
oh,
have
you're
one.
like I've already shared that with you.
That's in the shrine.
Yeah, it's in the shrine.
You already know that, idiot.
That with your captive Gino, captive human dressed up as Gino.
All right, here we go. Here's the. We're talking about like a poster or something. Here we go.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
Oh yeah. Oh dude, let's go. I love it.
Yeah, that's neat.
Chocolate Island.
Oh, so
cool.
good. Just brings you back.
That's great, man. That is quite the find.
So yeah, enjoy that. And I have some other ones, but I will wait for the next portion of time.
All right, Jimmy, back to you.
Well, what do I do here first? Let's go with. I opt for more Chris frustration. So on our road trip,
Yes.
somewhere along the line, I don't know if you brought it up first, Chris, or I brought it up first, but did you bring up Doki Doki or did I bring up Doki Doki?
I don't know. You probably did. I don't know that I was thinking. I didn't know that you bought this, so I probably wouldn't have brought it up.
It was just a random day. I was working a shift, and a notification from none other than Wario64 comes up saying, "Hey, copies of this Doki Doki Literature Club Plus PAX exclusive variant or edition. Like, there's 3 different PAX covers, and they're gonna go on sale. Like, it was like 10 a.m. and they're gonna go fast. Like, I don't feel like Wario always. It's pretty rare that he says like." He'll just usually post listings or this or that or where it's at, but he's like, these are going to sell out really fast. And I was like, that kind of caught my eye. I was like, why?
Because he doesn't listen to me.
And so I look up on price charting what like I was like, well, I guess I don't know. I go to the Switch price charting list, and like right near the top are 2 copies of this, 2 different PAX variants of this Doki Doki Literature Club Plus, and they're like, at the time they're marked at like complete. Was it new or complete? About, I don't know. They're selling for like $500, if not more.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so I was like, oh, well, that's why they're going to go fast. And I was like, well, I guess I'll try to get one. You like, it can't be a bad decision, right? Better to go to me than some guy who's going to scalp it immediately or something. And so, yeah, I immediately go into is it Serenity Forge is the developer?
Yeah, the publisher.
The publisher. And yeah, so I was able to obtain a copy. And I on our road trip to Clarkson, Chris is like, what did you say, Chris? I can't remember.
Okay, so this is, I don't remember how this came up, but I have no problems with reprints, like especially of any game. Like, you know, like I don't care if a game ends up being worth a couple $100. If it gets reprinted, that just means more people can play it. And yes, it might suck that the value might plummet, but that it doesn't matter. It's a game. If it makes it more accessible to people, that's fine. This was a convention exclusive. And you don't go to Comic-Con and buy a comic, a cover variant of a comic, and expect, you know, that's why people go to these conventions, right? They go and buy this convention exclusive because it's a convention exclusive. I'm not the smartest guy in the world, but I'm somewhat savvy when it comes to picking up on what might have like the potential to be uncommon or rare or whatever. Sure. And every year at PAX, I pay attention to what publishers are doing any kind of exclusive, and if it is at all of interest to me, because I don't usually buy them to resell. To be fair, I've never done that. I'm not saying I might not at some point, but I don't. It's not a goal of mine. I pay attention. So not this last year, but the year before, it was Castle Crashers. The publisher was doing a convention exclusive run of a physical copy for the Switch with this special box and everything, and that was like, that's my go-to. I'm going straight there for that. You know, sometimes it's limited run. They're doing a convention exclusive. I go there straight for that. This last year, it was Serenity Forge. They have these convention exclusive covers, and I'm like, these are cool. Like, I like Doki Doki Literature Club. This is probably going to gain some value. I'm going to buy it and just keep it sealed because I have the game already. So I was like, this is cool. And then so that's where the frustration came in, is like, you don't reprint a convention exclusive. So that's like I said, I don't care if you reprint a game, but if something's exclusive, you're buying it because it's exclusive. The question then that trip was this a reprint or was this leftover stock?
Yeah.
Because they did not make that clear. You know, they didn't say anywhere this is, you know, just return stock or, you know, failed payments, whatever kind of that. And that's not uncommon that happens with stuff like this.
But it was clear that I had stepped on a very sore spot when I think I'm the one that brought it up initially. I was just telling you about the stuff I'd bought recently.
Yeah, and then on top of it, so it's obviously we have a competition going. We have a natural bit of competitiveness between us. So I have this thing, and I'm already pissed that it got reprinted like that potentially got reprinted, and then to find out James is one of the people who has benefited from it didn't make me any happier.
I was laughing for like a good 30 minutes about it.
It was great.
It was really funny.
And I'm like, I'm going to slash your other tire.
Yeah, well, I mean, and I was trying to be reasonable. I was like, Chris, listen, if it's not just like a money grab reprint situation, and I was like, maybe it's just leftovers of the limited edition, because it was $2,000 per cover. There were 3 PAX variant covers, 2,000 copies each, and I was like, if it's just leftovers from that,
that's not even a small print run, so that's why it's so crazy. It got up to so expensive.
Honestly, that is surprising to me. Honestly, because that's 6,000 copies total, you know, of a variant, which is, you know, it's not nothing, but it's not like super limited, I guess. But anyways, so I was like, it's coming in the mail. I'm watching it tracking right now. I'll let you know when it comes in. So it comes in, and Chris was at my house when I opened the package. And it's a copy again of Doki Doki Literature Club Plus, the Yuri cover on the front, one of the characters in the game that I'm not familiar with at all, but I've heard plenty of good things, which is ultimately the second reason I bought it, because I was like, I've heard so many good things about this game. But Chris was there with me, turned it around on the back, on the bottom right corner, 1,719 of 2,000. So this is part of that limited edition run. So it wasn't some money grab reprint. This is just leftovers of the PAX exclusive variant. So I was like, Chris, it might not go back up to the price it was at for that small window necessarily anytime soon, but it's going to go back up. It's going to go back up.
That part doesn't even bother me. It could have never gone over $100 and it wouldn't have mattered. It's the exclusivity of it is where I was like potentially frustrated.
Yeah.
Because I don't hold that information to myself either. James knew at the convention. I even showed it when I picked it up. He just has the brain of a of a fly,
goldfish.
So of a goldfish, yeah. So it's gone in 2 seconds.
Yeah.
But like I was very open. Like this is something worth checking out if you're going to PAX. And they also sold it on their website. Some extra copies back when they were doing it at PAX. So yeah, to be clear, I'm happy for people that were able to get it. If it happened to be a reprint of a convention exclusive, that would bother me, because that's borderline false advertising.
It is.
It is, yeah. No, that would honestly upset me too. Like, well, especially for me, like if I got excited about this release on that Wario 64 announced, and then it's just some like whatever reprint of the game, I'm gonna be like, what? Then I mean, I could still play it, but I would be a little upset because I was led to believe that it was gonna be one of the limited edition ones. That's why I got it, and I'm glad it was limited edition. So.
Yeah,
Good.
no, I was happy to see that because I was kind of agitated.
Yeah, so yeah, I guess the happy ending in that regard for sure.
I know our friend Rob in our Rocker Teller suit bought a couple of them too. Smart man. He saw an opportunity. He also took it.
Oh, nice. I wonder what cover he got. Do you know?
He might have. I think he bought multiple.
Oh, nice.
Like different. I think he might have got all three. I don't know.
Oh, good for you, Rob. All right. Well, yeah. So another story that came from our road trip. On to you, Chris.
Oh, you want to share your last thing?
Share my last thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
So the real reason, aside from Super Star Wars, but honestly, the real reason I took this road trip, talking to Garrett over chat, he was like, "This is some of my stuff that I take to cons. This is what this is for sale or for trade." And he was like, "I was like, I don't have a lot of high value games I'm willing to trade." He's like, "Do you have any sealed Pokemon cards?" And I was like, "I do got some of that." So I was able to trade I don't know, 3-4 Elite Trainer boxes, some that are, I mean, not really old, but old compared to the modern generation of Pokemon cards, and then some other sealed product, I think from Target is where I got some of them, and some I got at Pokemon Center kiosks, which we have all over the place in Western Washington now, but they don't really have access to over there, so it's probably a little harder to get some of that stuff, but yeah, so I was able to trade him that for this. This is the Pokemon Coliseum bonus disc on the Nintendo GameCube. It's definitely, we got some Pokemon box vibes here. Like it's not a game. It is a bonus disc, which includes a preview of Pokemon Coliseum, a sneak peek of the new movie, and also a little bit of what is ultimately called the special gift Jirachi. So this is a GameCube disc. You plug into your GameCube. You can attach to one of your copies of any of the, I think any of the Game Boy Advance, probably Gen 3 Game Boy Advance games. But anyways, you can transfer a special event Jirachi into your Pokemon games from this disc, and I can hypothetically do it over and over again now. So that's really cool.
Yeah, you can soft reset for a shiny, as we learned on the road trip.
Yeah. So this is really cool.
That's really great.
Yeah, this is really cool. Honestly, I've always known of its existence, but I don't know until I saw him. It's a pretty clean copy too, as you can tell. Like when I saw him have it, I was like, "Oh, it's not a Pokemon game, but it kind of is a Pokemon game." I mean, it definitely has compatibility and functionality with the Pokemon game, kind of like an Amiibo. And then I'm unlocking an event Pokemon, kind of, sorta. Yeah, and this, as far as I know, this is the first time you were able to obtain Jirachi back then when this first dropped, which is really cool.
And unlike most of the mythical legendaries, like Mew and Celebi you could only get from events like that were held at local stores and something or whatever. But this gave you an opportunity to actually just get Jirachi whenever you wanted.
Yeah.
Which was
Get it.
kind of unheard of.
Yeah, and honestly, Jirachi, really cool Pokemon.
Yeah.
I like Jirachi. So.
So for those who don't know, this bonus disc was a pre-order bonus when you pre-ordered Coliseum. I don't know if it's every store or what, but I know Target for sure because I remember I picked up Coliseum when I was a kid. I got the bonus disc. And, you know, amongst my greatest wisdoms, it's one of the things I sold back when I sold Pokemon Box, I think, around that same time.
Yeah.
So I don't have mine anymore. But I was telling James on the road trip, like, I remember pre-ordering it and getting the bonus disc and getting Jirachi.
Yeah.
But what I also remember is going to Target with my mom, very randomly, the one in Federal Way, which we did not live in Federal Way, so I don't know why we were at that Target.
Yeah.
But we went to that one. So you remember before it was at the Commons when it was over by where Toys R Us used to be too, like up on the hill a little bit.
Yep.
Yeah. So we were at that Target, and in the video game section, because I was always going to look at the video game section at the clearance, they had a stack of these bonus discs, and they were like, I'm going to say $5, probably, but I think they might have even been less. And I told my mom, I was like, you should buy a couple of these and sell them because, you know, like people, these probably will hold some value. And I think she bought a couple and sold them on eBay for like $30 back then, which was probably still worth a deal. But man, if I just had, I was smart enough as a 15-year-old kid to know that it was worth for her to sell to make some money then. But I wish I would have had the insight to be like, Mom, buy me 2 of these to keep.
Yeah. Yeah. Sit on them.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I guess the last I looked, complete in box, this goes for something like $300, give or take.
Yeah, it's not cheap.
Yeah. So
The only thing cooler than the bonus disc is the really strange copy of Coliseum that comes with the bonus disc included.
yeah,
And I don't even know where that.
and that's probably extremely rare.
Yeah, I think it's over $800. It's not cheap, but it even says bonus disc included on the front, and it's a 2-disc case.
2-disc one.
Yeah, that's something I learned about much more recently. I did not know that existed until probably the last 5 years or so.
Yeah.
That thing is cool, but no, just having the bonus disc is enough to make a collection that much cooler.
It's really cool. It's got the main protagonist from Pokemon Coliseum, and then you got Espeon, Umbreon, Groudon, and Kyogre on the front, and then little Jirachi in the bottom right showing the promotional giveaway of Jirachi. On the back, not for resale, because this, as you were saying, it was a promotional giveaway. Basically, it wasn't. They didn't sell this. It came with
it.
Coliseum, so it's really cool, dude. I don't know what the what we were talking about this. I don't know what the subset of Pokemon spin-off games on GameCube that are not actually games is. It's Pokemon Box, it's this, and
Pokemon Channel.
So I got to get Pokemon Channel to complete that.
And then you'll be done.
Yeah.
Be done. Okay.
And don't be like me. Buy the copy of Pokemon Channel that has the e-reader cards. Because mine doesn't have them. And that makes me sad every time I look at it.
What does that go for? Do you know? Pokemon Channel?
It's not much. Price charting has it at like 70, but I think that price is only so accurate because it's not taking into account like what it has with it. I think it is.
It probably goes up
more
above
if it
100.
has the e-reader cards.
I bet it does. Well,
not a lot, but it does go for more for sure.
Yeah. Well, I mean, really happy to have this again, Garrett. Thank you. I think it was a fair trade. Like I was telling Chris, like it felt like it was very comparable value. The cards, the sealed product, I was trading him for this game. He did text me in the end and say that they only pulled maybe like $100 worth of cards in the end. Like they didn't get anything. They didn't get any really good hits. So I do feel bad about that, Garrett. But it was more honestly for his daughter. His daughter's a big Pokemon fan, and she likes the Evolutions, and I think Sylveon especially. And so it was just having fun and opening cards with your kid. Like that's what it's all about, honestly.
Memories.
So, but Garrett, thank you. I'm really happy to have this. It is in a good home, or at least a loving home.
It's in a home.
It's in a home. Yeah, maybe just a home. It's in a home. It's not out. Yeah. Anyways,
It's not on the streets.
yeah. So those are my pickups.
It's good, some good stuff.
We've already got some decent content from this competition, man. It's created some interesting moments and some opportunities, right? Like this is not part of the stuff I was chasing. Like this could have been on the Grail, one of my Grail items.
I like to believe. I mean, I can only speak for you so much, but I think we've had more fun even doing our game hunting. Like I have had more fun doing game hunting, specifically having a very specific goal. And it's also helped me be a little bit more careful with my money.
Yeah.
Because not like I'm far from rich, but sometimes I'm a little stupid when it comes to buying video games. And it's helped me like rein it in and just kind of focus on what I'm looking for. But I still can't help find when I find a deal.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's been fun.
Yeah, I'm already glad we've done it, and I hope that another person tosses their hat into the ring with us. That'd be kind of fun, like a triple threat type situation, or battle royale.
Yeah, the more the merrier. I think it would be fun to have more people compete. But as we talk, maybe somebody will show some interest towards the end of the year. Mm-hmm. All right, so I'll finish up my pickups. So one last thing from that trip, as we were driving along, I'd already struck out at the 2 stores. Was starting to feel a little bit like there's no hope in the world for me. Speaking of randomly, I did find a game for the competition, but that's going to be saved for another collector's edition episode because I forgot to bring it.
That's fine.
So that was on a different day. But anyway, we're driving. I actually was taking a turn driving, and somebody posted Alex, my friend Alex, the Alex Stravaganza in the Discord,
founder of the pod.
Yeah, he did. He was one of the ones that helped me put this all together. So. He posted in Discord that he found one of the day one Xbox One controllers at a Goodwill of all places. It was like $5 or $6, and I've never. It's pretty obvious. Like I like Xbox just fine, but I'm not an Xbox collector. But I do buy things that interest me, and I find the day one Xbox One stuff to be quite fascinating. That they took enough pride in their launch of their system to make an exclusive set of things that were only available around the launch window. And they did a console, they did a separate controller. I think one came with the console, but you could also buy the controller separately. And they did 3 games that were day one, had day one editions.
Yeah.
And that was Rise, Son of Rome, Dead Rising 3, and Forza 5. Anyway, it's very fascinating to me. So when he saw that and James mentioned it, I was like, have him grab it for me. I want that. Like that's a perfect price for me. Like I am going to display. I think it's really cool. Like as a not Xbox fan, I still not an Xbox collector. I mean, I still think this is a really cool piece of Xbox history. Yeah.
If you'd said no, I would have said yes. So.
Well, if I ever see another one, I will. I'll grab it for you.
It's really cool.
But yeah, so thank you, Alex. I think this was really cool. I'm happy to have it.
Well, no, Chris used to say, if I see 2 of them, I'll buy one of them and then tell him, oh, yeah, there's one more in the store.
James, there's another one back at that store. You should go get it.
It's gone. What happened?
No, what I'm teaching him is a lesson of when you see something somebody wants, you just grab it.
You just grab it.
And then you figure out how they pay you for it later.
2026 James, believe it or not, is a little bit more like that than the 2012 James, who's different.
Yeah.
A different James.
Yeah, sometimes that James really made me mad. This one makes me mad sometimes too, but not nearly as often. Okay, and then to finish things up, I grabbed some stuff for my Vita collection. So in case this is the first time anybody's listening, I am going for a full Vita retail set and passively going for the limited run set as well. But generally speaking, I try to find pretty good deals on stuff, and I did get a couple. So I'm going to, at some point, I talk about the fact that at some point I'm going to do a YouTube video about a lot of things. And this is one of the things I eventually am going to do a YouTube video about.
Yes.
And in my Vita buying, I have found one thing. And this is a good, if anybody's looking to buy Vita games, this is a really good piece of advice. I have found quite a few times that I am able to buy the collector's edition version of the game for the same price, if not cheaper, than what just the game goes for on its own. I don't know why this is. I assume it's because people aren't looking for the collector's edition stuff. And in my brain, whether I want to keep the collector's edition contents or not, I'm at least getting the game for the same price. And I either keep all that stuff or I can sell it and get a little bit of money back or whatever. So anyway, on eBay, while we were driving down to Clarkston, this was an auction that was ending. This is Danganronpa V3, so the last of the Danganronpa trilogy. And it was ending at like $55, and just the Danganronpa 3 is a $60 game. So I got the collector's edition for just around the same price. And I mean, I just bid on it, and there was a couple other people bidding, but I didn't have to fight that hard, and I was the highest bidder.
Nice.
So yeah, I left the game at home, but it does come with an art book and a soundtrack.
Nice.
So I'm like, I just think that's cool for literally the same amount of money.
Yeah,
that's really cool.
And another one. Shiren the Wanderer, which is a mystery dungeon game, which, like the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. Mm-hmm. This is another collector's edition. This one is brand new, and this was $30, which the collector's edition is valued at like $70, $80. But yeah, the base game on its own goes for like $30 to $40. Oh, and wow. So I got this for cheaper too. And it's, like I said, it's sealed. I still haven't even opened it yet. So
nice.
Couple of that, like I said, that if you're looking to get into Vita collecting or you're looking for specific Vita games, keep your eye out for the collector's edition because for whatever these are not the only two that I've managed to get at around the same price of the game by itself. It's a weird thing.
Huh.
Wow.
Okay, then I did one more. This was another eBay pickup for Vita. So these are all Vita games.
Nice.
I grabbed Sonic. I don't know why it's called this, but Sonic and All-Star Racing Transformed. It's kind of a dumb name. The one before this was Sega All-Star Racing. But anyway, it's just it's Mario Kart.
Yeah.
It's a really fun game. I actually really liked the first one. I never played Transformed. But a specific reason why I bought this version is because it's the bonus edition. It has a voucher in it that gets you some extra tracks and stuff. But anyway, it's just a variant and it's pretty uncommon. It's a little more uncommon than the base edition.
Nice.
So and it doesn't come up as often. And I got it. It tends to go for a little bit more. It's not a very expensive game, but I got this for around $20. So
Score.
and then lastly, so we have a local store we've talked about before out in the peninsula. It's called Ironhead Games. Very nice guys there. And I follow them on Facebook because that's where they tend to post recent like pickups and stuff. I mentioned on the last episode, that's where I got my copy of Puppeteer. And I had a bunch of trading credit there because I traded in a bunch of stuff last fall. And they posted that they got some Vita games in. So one of them being Shovel Knight.
Nice.
Which Shovel Knight on the Vita
Score.
is pricey. Compared to any other console, it's probably the most expensive. It's about $90 on the Vita.
Oh, wow.
So, and it's much more uncommon than like the 3DS or the Wii U version. So for that, and not many Vita games come with this, but it has a manual,
And
which
it's
is
got
cool.
a manual. All right.
Oh, that's really cool.
So yeah, that was like wasn't gonna buy it if it didn't have the manual, but it had that, and it's not in here right now because I've actually been playing it.
I was going to say, where's the cartridge?
Uh-oh.
Did you just realize?
That would have sucked. But yeah, so that was like, that to me was good enough reason to drive out there and use some credit to get this. But they also had a couple other games that I didn't have. So I used the rest of my credit up to grab Asphalt Injection, which is a racing game. I don't know much about it. Lego Marvel Superheroes Universe in Peril. So just a Lego game. And then Broken Age, which is a limited run game. But it's made by Tim Schafer, the guy who did Grim Fandango, Day of the Tentacle, and Psychonauts. It's probably what he's most well known for. So yeah, I've never played this game, but good one to add to the
cool.
limited run collection.
What's your Vita collection at now?
I think that puts me at 120.
120.
Ooh,
So
okay.
of the two, I think it's just over 200 games. So I'm doing
That's,
pretty good.
You're
I mean,
getting
like
there.
that. Yeah, like you're kind of like over the hill, like looking down at a destination that's just on the horizon.
Well, and getting Shovel Knight out of the way too was kind of a big deal because there's a lot of games in that annoying like $40 to $60 price range.
Oh yeah.
But I've knocked out at pretty good deals. I've knocked out most of the expensive ones. I only have one retail release that's over $100 left, and then there's only I think two other games that are close to that $100 mark that I don't have. Everything else is at least below that 50. But I do my best to get deals on everything, so I'm like way under going price for everything, and I buy a lot of lots too. So like I'll get multiple games that I don't have, and then I'll sell stuff that I already have, and it helps me make some of my money back.
Yeah.
So what I should be doing is chronicling this a little bit better, like the journey, so that I can share it with people. And like, I don't know. I find that stuff interesting. I don't know if other people do, but I haven't done a very good job at that. So probably won't get all that, but
You can chronicle the last 80.
yeah, that's true.
There you go.
I mean, I've done in the app I use. So I use the CLZ app, which is a collecting app where you can track stuff. And I do put in there when I remember how much I paid for stuff. So that kind of helps. And I'll put like notes as to where I got it, like condition and stuff like that. So it's as kept track of as possible. But unfortunately, I forget a lot to add those notes. So
Yeah.
anyway, that's it for pickups for me, Jarrett.
Okay.
We'll conclude with you.
Conclude with me. I've been slowly adding to my NES, Super Nintendo, 64 games. I can't remember since the last time, so I'll just do the latest ones. Nothing
Nice.
super exciting. Got Joe and Mac.
Let's
Ooh,
go.
John Mack's a good one.
NES. had a lot of memories with that one.
Fun game.
Yeah, that was
And
a
then-
fun co-op game.
It was. And Tetris Attack.
Oh, dude, I love Tetris Attack.
Yes.
I mean, like, because I'll panel upon. Like, I love Pokemon Puzzle League a lot, but Tetris Attack was my entry. Me and my mom would stay up for hours playing Tetris Attack. Like, I love Tetris Attack.
Nice.
Yeah, I remember playing that a lot on the SNES, and also was it Game Boy Color?
OG Game Boy.
Yeah, the OG. Okay, OG. Yeah, played that a lot too with cousins as well. So some fond memories there. So I was adding a little to SNES. I know I got some NES and 64 games. I can't remember. I think the last 64 game I got was Star Fox. And so I just have a few more left to finish my little display. I could show Jimmy later
Nice.
on my little office retro wall.
We'll need to get a picture of it for the podcast.
Oh yeah,
post.
we could do that. And so I just got a few more of those. I feel like the last two CIBs I want to go for is Mario 3 and DuckTales.
Oh,
Nice.
wait,
Then-
you had Mario 3.
No, I have the like some repro, just the
Oh, it's
boxes
a
printed
repro
out. Just
box?
like,
Okay.
I was trying to kind of place things to see how things look. So now I
Yeah.
have my goal, those two, and that should basically it. I am still tempted. Majora's Mask, because that's like one of those games where you have those memories where you remember maybe getting something a long time ago. Or I know I bought other games, but that's like one I remember going to the Federal Way Mall before it was Commons many, many, many years ago, and going to I think it was GameStop. It was after when it was Funko-Land.
Yeah.
Oh,
But I remember
yeah.
it was GameStop, so it was GameStop. I just kind of remember I saved up when he saw that in the Nintendo Powers where it's coming up. So I remember buying that one. So that might be the one I was like, I might get one more CIB just for that reason.
It's a good one.
I do love that game a lot. Especially as getting older too, just playing it, like the themes in that game is just amazing. But basically, so it's really 2, maybe 3, and then I'll be kind of done with like the game collections outside of things. So the list still goes on.
Ooh.
But today was actually a pickup today.
Ooh.
Just for this.
Ooh.
And from Jimmy's favorite guy now,
Huh?
I got a
What?
bunch of Nintendo Power magazines.
Oh,
And
wow.
I had to get it because I got, as showed Chris earlier, where just kind of just one lineup. So I'm not going to do it as like a complete set or anything, just kind of going for certain ones just so it fills up this wall.
Uh-huh.
So we got the Star Fox.
Ooh, that's a good one.
You got the 100th issue.
The 100th issue
I got,
right
I got a
here.
copy of that one
Yeah.
somewhere.
Got Banjo-Kazooie.
That
Nice.
Super Mario Kart one is
Super
awesome.
Mario Kart. Yes.
Is that Yoshi's Island?
Yoshi's Island.
Sick.
Oh man.
Got the Power Previews.
Nice.
We got the Mario Kart, which I forgot it had this outer cover.
Oh,
For which game is this? 40. I don't even recognize this. Like a subscription to NP run out. Oh, it must be like one of those. It's going to run out. There's like some wolf creature that
is it
is
like
just.
Killer Instinct maybe? Like it's not a game I recognize.
Man, take a
but-
look. I'm trying to. And then Donkey Kong Country 3, because I do have Donkey Kong Country 1 and 2
that's cool.
as well. So it's like 12 or 14 magazines I wanted to get just for this wall. So then it kind of complete the wall essentially.
Complete the wall.
Complete the
Dude,
wall.
those are That guy, man, he's got the mother load.
He's got a lot. So like he said, he was talking to me. It's like if you're wanting to like the volume 1, he's got a few of them of
Really?
the first one. Yeah.
Did you see him by any chance?
He said he had them. So it's like I'll reach out to him.
Under lock and key.
That's right.
Yeah, honestly, interested.
Okay. So yeah, I'll reach out to him and
Interested.
he was just talking about that because he
Killer
knew.
Instinct.
Yeah.
Killer Instinct.
I had to use
okay.
Google image search to like figure it out. I just assumed maybe that's what it was because it looked like. Obviously, it's a 64 game, but it looked like maybe that. I would have thought that or Castlevania, but neither. I've never played Killer Instinct or
Yeah, so I have no
Castlevania
idea.
64. So anyway, that's a really nice stack.
That was
of Nintendo
yeah.
Powers.
I just like it's one of those like what if like someone bought a bunch of them and so I've been in good communication with them. So
Yeah.
like he so before he was going a lot to the aquatic center here in Federal Way because he has some kids swim meets, but it was all done with the swim meets. And so I was like, okay, well, where can we meet? And just like in Milton, there's like a Safeway right there. So it was like a 15-minute drive.
Yeah.
So I just went there during lunch, grabbed him, and
Smart. You grabbed
Right.
him?
yeah, grabbed him.
Poor guy.
He's in the closet over here. Hold on.
He's the one that's wearing the Geno suit.
What issues do you have left, man?
He's help me, help.
More.
He's just reciting Geno lines.
Yeah, he knows his place. I mean,
So I got a little distracted when I was trying to figure out what that image was from. Did he have a complete set and he's selling them all off?
So what he has a complete set, and essentially over the years he would continue getting more. I was just chatting with him today where he would go to different conventions. He's saying it's harder and harder to find them in the wild now, where if you do, they're not great condition. But whenever he goes into conventions or get-togethers, he'll kind of keep getting them, either if it's nicer than what he has, replace it. So he still has a lot of extra random ones as well.
Yeah. I might have to look through Nintendo Powers just to see if there's any issues like cover-wise that I'm really interested in, just to see if he has them.
It's a really like colorful, splashy, like displayable magazine, you know? Like
Absolutely.
easily. So
yeah, the only other magazine I do think about collecting sometimes is the official PlayStation one, just because they each came with a demo disc, and I think it'd be cool to have a complete set of those with demo discs.
that's pretty cool.
But that's a big task because trying to find them with demo discs would be hard. This is cool. So what was we should give him a shout out. What was his name? Did he have a name?
It's Brian.
Brian, the Nintendo Power guy.
Brian, he is on offer up. I'm just going to make sure there's not like some like numbers on it, but let's call him. Yeah, Brian. Just Brian.
His phone number.
That's right. Brian
from
offer up.
Washington.
Good old
right.
Nintendo Power Brian. Well, next time you meet up with him, make sure and tell him that we gave him a shout out on the podcast.
Will do.
And we'll get
Will
a new
do.
listener.
I did tell him we're meeting up tonight, so he knows.
Nice.
He knows.
Very nice.
All right. Well, that's all of our pickups.
Nice pickups, everyone.
All right. So before we get into the main topic, it is a collector's edition. So you know what that means? That means it's time for everybody's favorite hour.
Man, it's spicy.
My friend Jaden is a man of much talent.
Nailed it.
And if you guys haven't yet, I think you might have saw that he posted on Discord one of his recent videos he did. It's what's it called? Insomnia or can't I don't remember.
It's something insomnia.
It's something okay. I'm not just trying to like gas up our friend, but I watched the video today. I'm like, God, he's so talented. Like, I wish I had an ounce of the talent. It's such a good video. Like, if you,
I need to click on it.
If anybody hasn't
good.
watched it that's listening, give it a check it out. It's really good. It's with CG Doctor on YouTube. It's just a great video. He's just such a talented guy.
Absolutely.
So, all right, James, let's do the Power Hour.
No worries. So, via Brian, the real Nintendo Power Master.
Yes.
And ultimately, Jer Bear, who got a hold of this for me. Thank you very much. We've got a real deep cut, a real throwback. We're going it all the way. I think this is the first time we've ever done an issue from the 80s.
I think so.
Yeah. So this is
the 80s.
really old.
That's old. None of us could have been alive.
You can kind of tell looking at the issue. This comes from January. Okay, so this is a time. This is honestly volume 4, and at this moment in Nintendo Power history, like the very beginning of it, basically, it was a bi-monthly magazine. So each issue represented 2 months, and this was January, February, 1989. And I'm gonna turn on my the battery saver off my phone, otherwise I'll be wrestling with that all day.
If only any of us were even born yet.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So the cover is Zelda 2: The Adventure of Link. Blockbuster review. It also mentions Nintendo Power Bowl, 3-game kickoff, Skater Dive feature, plus Mondo poster, Captain Nintendo Part 2. A lot of these things you're probably wondering, what does that even mean? And then on the cover you have like...
That's like, they took a real picture.
Yeah, I'm like, are these real pictures? Was this like staged? Or they almost to me look like wax figurines, like you go to a wax museum, you know? Like they look really like, I don't know. But yeah, you have a Link with an actual like iron shield over his shoulder and like this netting armor thing on his shoulder. I don't know. And he's got like a mullet too, very very like hair metal from the 80s style. Like this is Link with a mullet. I feel like business in the front, party in the back type situation, but with Link.
Well, that's Link. Yes.
And then you got Zelda lying on bed because she's been, I believe in Zelda 2, the story is she was cursed, right? And so he wakes. It's a little bit like Snow White, kind of, sort of, the plot of Zelda 2.
Can I just say, if they happen to be wax figures, can you imagine how much those would be worth?
Yeah,
Like,
I know.
I think those are real people.
How much
but
would this? How much would this hair be worth?
I mean,
that
it's
is a wig
definitely-
I would wear.
When you think the imagery is, I think real life is just like the 80s in that style, or it definitely has that.
It's like super 80s looking. Yeah, absolutely. It's like they needed it.
Love it.
The 90s couldn't come any sooner, basically. But they had a whole other year to wait. So I thought it was interesting. I wasn't going to mention this until I kind of like poured through the magazine last night, but right off the bat, you open the cover, and then in their like intro note to the readers, they show all these like accessories that are attached to the regular Nintendo NES, and they're like power supplies, official Nintendo seal of quality. They show not one, not two, but like 9 different accessories for the NES that a lot of them I had no idea existed. Are you familiar with some of these?
I had 2 of those growing up.
Did you really?
I had the Advantage, which is like the big joystick controller, and the NES Max.
Yeah.
The NES Max was weird because it was like a circle pad that you could, like, almost like the circle pad on the 3DS.
Yeah. That
you could move around, but it was buttons. Like, I don't remember using that one much. And I did use the NES Advantage a lot, but I don't think for any reason other than I just thought it was cool.
Yeah. I mean, it's almost like they created some of these for like a specific game or two. There's no way they could have applied these to like a lot of games. I can't imagine back in the time.
You know what's funny is that, like I said, I had those, but that Advantage is obviously like a fight stick. Or like an arcade stick. Like, I don't remember ever using it in any game where I felt like it actually made a difference.
Yeah. So we got Mega Controller by Bandai. So obviously some of these are third party. Mega Controller by Bandai, NES Max by Nintendo. You said you had that with the weird circle pad thing. Zoomer Joystick by Bishu. I've never heard of Bishu before.
I don't either.
NES Advantage, Nintendo. So I did recognize that. It kind of looks like something you play in like a fighter, like a 2D.
That looks like it's for fighting
like
games.
a fight stick.
Yeah.
Like an arcade stick almost.
Yeah.
You got the Super Controller by Bandai. A remote controller by Acclaim. So what they had a
wireless.
They had a wireless NES
I can't imagine
controller?
the input lag was great.
Yeah,
back in '89.
I really wonder, man. The Roll and Rocker by LJN Toys.
Like, what even is that?
I don't know. I think they might talk about it later in one of the games they talk about. I think it might be for like a skateboarding game or something called Skate or Die, which is featured in this issue.
Yeah, I've heard of that. But
and then the Wireless Ultimate Super Stick by Bishu, where it's like
a freaking flight.
It's like 3 platforms of gray plastic, 2 red buttons on the left, two red buttons on the right, and in the middle this massive joystick. Like, it almost looks like a shifter you'd have in your car to go from like drive to.
It really does.
You know what I'm saying? But it's just like, I can't believe some of these accessories. I've never seen them in my life, and that's not even the last accessory you're going to see. There's one towards the end I'll show you too. That's kind of funny, but
all I found, I haven't looked too hard, but for the Roll and Rocker, I just did a quick Google search.
Yeah,
and it pulled up a Reddit post from 3 years ago, and it's, Fluid Position 1 says, scored a Roll and Rocker. It's an interesting way to play games. And he shared a picture of it.
Oh my god, you got to share that one, dude. Oh my gosh. Anyways, I'm gonna go to the contents here. Some of the games that were featured in this issue: WrestleMania, Sesame Street 1, 2, and 3, Zelda 2, Skate or Die, and those were kind of the main features. But they also talk a little bit about Marble Madness, Operation Wolf. And then they have a three-way like head-to-head.
Menage?
Yes. But football style, regular Nintendo football games. I don't know how they justified even one football game, let alone 3 in this current era, but they found a way.
Tecmo Bowl, though, man, that game's supposedly really good.
Yeah, Tecmo Bowl, it definitely has a lot of love.
Not even gonna mention Metal Gear.
Well, oh yeah, sorry, Metal Gear. It was right underneath. I see football and I'm like, I get stars in my eyes, you know. and to be fair, I've never played a Metal Gear game in my life, so there's that. You're right. It is.
Oh, you do hate Kojima,
and
with a passion.
I don't have a Kojima problem. I have a Jeff Keighley problem. I don't know what Kojima sees in Jeff Keighley.
All I have to say to you is, you start your own Game Awards and you can do whatever the hell you want.
Yeah, you're probably right. Hey, he's done good. He's done good for himself. There's no doubt about that. Yeah. Anyways, let's go to page. I'll try not to make this too long.
Hulk Hogan is hot,
dude.
Yeah,
it's just the art on this is just like, it is like wild. It's like a neon lights type situation going on here with Hulk Hogan.
It's like radioactive.
Yeah,
man.
so this is that WrestleMania feature, but you turn the page and they got this cool like fighter feature art, like you'd see like to advertise a fight between people, you know, like they have Hulk Hogan here and Andre the Giant on the right in this first one. They're showing the all-star lineup. They got Ted. I'm gonna butcher this and someone's gonna laugh at me. Ted DiBiase? It's not Dubois. I don't know what it is. I'm moving on before I embarrass myself anymore. Bam Bam Bigelow, Honky Tonk Man. I'm familiar with that. And then of course Randy Savage. I got you for 3 minutes.
3 minutes of playtime.
I got you for 60 minutes. Power hour.
Now we need Jaden make a Randy Savage version.
Okay, yeah, Randy Savage has to be on the thumbnail, Jaden. Anyways, the art is really, really cool. And also I wanted to make note of this because I almost forgot. This was in a time where Nintendo was kind of like tag teaming the publishing and the production of Nintendo Power between U.S. and Japan staff. Like it even says it here, like U.S. staff, Japan staff. They had illustrators that were like, they had like 6 or 7 Japanese illustrators. They had a Japanese photographer. Like they basically tag teamed it, like to produce the Nintendo Power. I don't know how long this went on for, but I know eventually it was just Nintendo of America. And then even beyond that, I know that they like outsourced it to a different company that wasn't Nintendo at all, ultimately.
There's a on YouTube called Video Historian. It goes over Nintendo Power. Really fascinating as you're talking about that. The communication between the two of America and Japan.
Yeah.
Try and make those. If you ever have time watching that, it's
Yeah.
just when you're talking about, oh, I remember listening to that. It was just fascinating, the history behind
Yeah.
Nintendo Power. I think it was really the U.S. It was the Nintendo America was pushing Japan to do it. If I remember correctly, I could be totally. I kind of remember that part and making it, and also that tied in with we have the Famicom, and then when they were trying to do it in the U.S., where the U.S. like giving them designs, like, hey, here change the style to be a little more Americanized or kind of, I'll say modernized.
Yeah,
during
like,
that time.
like
Is
more
that
palatable to an American audience.
and it
or
tied
something.
in Nintendo Power to tie it into that. It was really fascinating listening to that. So you have every time YouTube video game historian.
I'm going to check it out for sure. Like, obviously, I kind of have to, having this segment as Chris's podcast. But, all right, so moving on. Pages 12 and 13. We have, I don't know how else to describe this except like a novella, basically, called Captain Nintendo. I'm just going to introduce you what the caption they give you. What happened in part 1? Brett Randalls, a member of Nintendo's R&D team, was accidentally endowed with special powers. The accident also brought to life the Mother Brain from Metroid. Brett and Terra have just discovered their friend, Max, and a terrified, life-size Princess Zelda at the mercy of a larger-than-life Ganon, who in turn is being enlisted by the Mother Brain in her attempt to you'll find out, pass the popcorn. And it's like, this is part 2. They got away with this for at least a couple issues.
I'm assuming it's Captain N, and he did last for a
Yeah,
while.
Captain. I do remember Captain N from one of my like. I have like a graphic novel, like a collection, right, of Nintendo comics, and yeah, I remember Captain N. But what's weird about it is this is not like comic style. It's like a book.
Yeah, it is. It's just nothing but words on
It's
there.
like fan fiction, basically.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, and it goes for 3-4 pages.
Yeah,
And then it ends in them asking for writing ideas from the readers.
the Writer Magazine for us.
Yeah, we'll give you a $500 scholarship bonus, which, to be fair, back then probably went a fair way. Maybe they would have paid for a semester of classes or something. I don't know. All right, so page 18 to 34. Like, I really respect the effort they went into with their feature article. Like, I just got to turn the pages for you. I don't really have to say much, but The Adventure of Link, Zelda 2,
That's a
obviously
cool
the
image.
feature.
Yep.
The art is awesome, and I think that is what's reflected most to me. Like, I feel like you can see some of the Japanese in it. Like, I don't know. You turn the page, the maps, they literally break down, like, I think the first 5 or 6 dungeons in this game, in this feature. Like,
Oh, that's good
it's like
because
a mini compendium. It's like a compendium, like a mini player's guide, just in this issue. You know, this art right here of some of the baddies is so cool. Iron Knuckle, Horsehead, Barba, Helmet Head. I don't know if you guys have played. Anyone who's played this game probably has nightmares about some of these baddies because this is a frustrating game to play.
a tough game. Tough game.
I will say, we talked about it before. Funner than I ever thought it would be based on all the things I've said about it. Like, I can see why there are like some people that really, really love this entry in the Zelda series.
Oh yeah, it's a frustrating game.
You got to play it with
did
save
beat
states. Play it with. I didn't do this, but play it with save states.
I beat it on Game Boy Advance.
You did?
Yeah, but before Breath of the Wild came out, I ran through all the Zeldas.
I think there's also a version on Nintendo Switch Online where you can they like give you all the power ups immediately and extra like hearts or something.
Oh yeah,
maybe.
the virtual they have like the regular and then like this like special or
Yeah.
something where it has everything.
I think so.
unlocked.
You can play that one, but you will be a loser.
we will talk trash about you.
If you want to be a real boy.
Yeah.
Or
Anyways,
girl.
I'm gonna turn through it goes all the way to page 34. Started on 18. This is just crazy amount of detail in 1989 for an very difficult game, and it ends with the poster, a double-sided poster.
Dang, that's cool.
What do I start with? The cool one or the stupid one?
Let's do the stupid one.
Okay, stupid one first. Maybe not so stupid, but it's kind of funny.
Dental.
We got
Yeah,
Skater Die.
Dude, that is a derpy looking dude.
that's
See,
right.
it looks kind of like Napoleon
Skater
Dynamite.
Die. I mean, and everyone on this poster is taking that like call to arms seriously. You got two dogs in the top left. They're skating. They're not dying. You got a cow on the top right skating over the moon.
And the moon is shocked.
It really ties in the poster.
I mean, this thing is gnarly. Literally, this is.
There are band-aids holding
That's
together
your
the road.
Band-Aids.
This is crazy. It's
pink
really
wheels.
And you thought this was the bad side?
funny. I know. Well, not bad side. The funny side, I should have said. This one, I mean, this is obviously really cool, but this is like the map of Zelda 2
Where's the cow?
in horizontal poster form.
Yeah, dang, that's cool.
You got baddies, you got temples, you got landmarks, water and land. It looks great.
Man, it's a shame that you can't like safely put these things back in the magazine. It'd be really cool to frame some of these posters and actually display them.
I know.
But the part of me that just can't do that, can't do it. Yeah, I can't take it out of the magazine, but I wish I could.
I mean, there's people where they'll do reprints of it, where they'll print out things.
That's
But
true.
then, I mean, you lose it, but then also you get it though at the same
You
time.
lose it, but you gain it.
yeah.
So that's good. A reprint would be good when you have the issue at hand.
They
you
do
can
that
then
like the issue,
respect
like
it.
exactly
Yeah.
for like the magazines, be it the article or poster. You
Yeah.
can get just they reprint, so you get it, but you don't have to tear apart a magazine for it.
Yeah, I know. And I had to bring this up. So anybody that has any familiarity with Nintendo Power, especially the earlier eras, is familiar with Howard and Nestor. Nestor was basically like the mascot of early Nintendo Power. He's this this derpy looking red-headed boy named Nestor who has this like really he's like really smug and stupid and kind of clumsy. Like he reminds me of me in some ways.
I would never link that
But
together.
I don't know anything about Howard. I think Howard's like the good guy who's always trying to help him. And Nestor's always like, I'm dumb, and he does stupid stuff basically. But they got a
I'm
comic.
not going to listen at all.
They had a recurring comic of Howard and Nestor, and yeah, I neglected to mention it, but on the very beginning, they have the little seal here, the stamp here, Nintendo Power, and you got Nestor there, he's the mascot of the magazine at this time in history. So Nestor, we have not forgotten you, my redheaded friend.
Nintendo has.
Nintendo has.
yeah, for sure. All right, moving on to page 88.
I thought it's a Star Ocean, but that can't be.
What?
I had nothing. Doesn't matter.
Oh, no worries.
As you were passing through, something caught my eye. But
Okay, I had to bring this up. So the one thing that isn't complete about this is they're missing like some kind of I guess
Contest entry form?
yes contest entry form, or maybe even a subscription sign up. I'm not either way. I don't really care because it's not really doesn't make for a complete issue really. But in their players poll contest, one of the prizes, the third place prize of all, was an exclusive Nintendo Power jersey, like football style. Now,
how is that not cooler than the accessory pack?
50 third place winners won a Nintendo Power exclusive, like it looks to me like a football jersey or maybe a hockey jersey. I'm not. It's hard to tell because I can't see the collar underneath the words there. But
Who's wearing it, James?
I do not. Who knows? It could be Baby Bill Trennan. It could be Dan Osen. It
I
could be
bet it's Dan Osen.
it could be any of those
Is that
guys.
you, Dan Osen?
I have no idea.
That
He
right
looked-
there is why I always check the clothing racks at Goodwill and
Dude.
Value Villages,
Okay.
because you never know what somebody donates.
I'm literally gonna start looking for this. There is no way these are still floating around. Like, there's probably like one guy who has this like behind glass on a wall. But
Yeah,
like,
I'm sure some actual like Nintendo collectors have them.
Sure.
But
But honestly, like I love the coloring too. It looks really cool. But I mean, it was a white jersey too. Like this, to find one that looks like presentable at all or wearable. There's no. I mean,
They would have never worn it. Just
astronomical. I don't know.
They would have had to put it behind glass when they got it.
Yeah, I think that's really cool. I was not familiar with that little piece of it would be a museum piece for Nintendo fans, basically. Page, what do we got here? 96. They did the mailbox at the end of the issues at these times, and I know how everyone likes the mail section now in Power Hour. So I got a couple ones. They're not that good, honestly, this time, but I'll let you be the judge of that. One here in the mailbox from a Neil Garcia of Albuquerque, New Mexico. I just recently got my hands on Metroid. What a game! All of the realistic flips, bounces, sounds, and graphics make this game really hot. One reason I know it's got to be good is because my friends' parents like it, and they're really choosy when it comes to games. What I want to know is if you guys are making any new games, will any of them be as cool as Metroid?
Hold on.
Says
I just have to say that if I thought my friend's parents liked something, I'd probably think it was lame. Like when I was a kid, I don't think that would have been a selling point.
He must not have liked his parents very much. So he respects those parents, I guess.
Yeah.
How many parents? Well, I guess, parents could play video games back then, too. My dad was.
Yeah.
So that's one of the reasons I'm here now. All right, so...
He was only birthed because of video games.
That's the only reason.
All right, 100. Interesting section here in the magazine I've never seen before. Video Spotlight Power Players. So this is where, like, it's kind of like the mailbox, but they, like... people would write in and they would make, like, the case for why they're, like, a serious Nintendo game player, I guess. This entry, which is a little long-winded, from Alex Thayer, I liked, but it's from Woodinville, Washington, too. So a local boy. Local Nintendo player. Listen, my name is Alex Thayer, and I believe that I am a Nintendo Power player. These are my vital statistics. So, like, they make the case for themselves. Yes. Age, 12. Favorite games, Galaga, Paperboy, and RBI Baseball. Hobbies, sports, and playing my NES. Pets, a dog named Saki and 5 tropical fish. Goals, to design engines for Lamborghini and Porsche, to play baseball or be a sports anchorman, to get my father to quit smoking. Wow. I lost it there the first time I read that. To meet, it's so sad, to meet DJ Jazzy Jeff and or the Fresh Prince.
Hey.
And to win at Super
You
Contra.
might have slapped him, though.
Yeah.
Anyways, I'm going to cut it short there because it goes on for a while. But one of his goals is to make his dad stop quitting smoking. It's really sad.
Man, that's sad.
But he seems like such a nice kid.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
Oh, my gosh. From Woodinville. Alex Thayer, if you're out there, like down the road, basically.
Did you do it?
How's your dad doing?
How's your dad doing? Well, I hope he's all right.
Same.
Anyways, I thought that was kind of an interesting section. 102. We got the top 30 here. Quick game. Top 5 of the top 30 games. Top 6 games in the moment. You got to give me the top 3 of this era. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna mix them up in random order. That's predetermined. Right. You got to give me the top 3. So listen carefully. Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. Double Dragon, The Legend of Zelda, The Legend of Zelda 2, Adventure of Link, Metroid, Super Mario Bros. 2. Now give me the top 3 of that list, and I can repeat if you need me to. At the time.
You want them in order, or does it matter?
Just give me the top 3. It doesn't need to be in order, but you can give like a 3-2-1. What you think is 3-2-1?
I'm gonna go Metroid, Punch-Out, Zelda 2. So 3-2-1. Metroid, Punch-Out, Zelda 2.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. I feel like I would say Zelda 2 for the timing.
Yeah.
I think it's been too much time for the first Zelda. I would also agree with Mike Tyson. But what were they again?
Okay, so Mike Tyson's Punch-Out,
Yeah.
Double Dragon,
Yeah.
Legend of Zelda 1 and 2, Metroid, and Super Mario Bros. 2.
I'm thinking maybe... I don't know, Metroid, was it that popular during that time?
That's a good question, honestly.
You know what? I'll just go for it. Just go for the Metroid, just because...
So your 3 are what?
Metroid, Tyson, and Zelda 2.
And Chris,
Okay.
yours are?
Mine were Metroid, Tyson, and Zelda 2 as well. So
you matched.
Yeah.
We're going to have a tie game here either way. In third place, Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link.
Okay.
The timing makes sense. In second place, The Legend of Zelda, the first one.
Okay.
And in first place, Super Mario Bros. 2.
Dang.
Okay.
Doki Doki Panic, right? Isn't that what it's
Doki
called?
Panic.
Yeah,
That's
not
right.
Literature Club.
Panic. Yeah. Anyways, the list goes on. Milon's Secret Castle, Metal Gear, Contra, Bases Loaded, Golgo 13, Castlevania 2, Simon's Quest, Castlevania, Gauntlet, Hudson's Adventure Island, and it goes on all the way to 30. They had a top 30 back then. And that brings me, my friends, to the very back cover where I want to show you the last accessory that I noticed. It's called the
Power Pad.
the Power Pad.
You know
Where
the Power Pad?
It looked vaguely familiar to me, but I just thought it was funny because it basically looks like Nintendo's take on Twister, essentially.
Yeah,
Wait, let me see
the track and field.
See it right there.
International Track and Field used it for that. Oh. That was probably the most popular accessory outside of the Zapper as far as controllers.
Was it really?
Yeah, I would say that's probably the most well.
That makes sense because I looked this up on eBay and it wasn't like crazy expensive. You could get one and the game for pretty reasonable. It was like $30 or something.
I don't know if mini games use it, but International Track and Field is the most well-known one.
I do wonder what shape these things are in. Like
Probably smell
How
like
well
dirty
they're
feet.
used they are.
nearly 40 years later. Like how pristine are they? Probably not very.
Yeah.
Hard to say.
Depends if someone's dad stopped smoking.
Yeah.
Oh God,
R.I.P.
poor Alex. I hope you got what you wanted.
I hope so too.
Well,
All right.
my friends, that is Power Hour. That is Volume 4 featuring Zelda 2, 1989. We're coming back to reality.
And that's it. Everybody's favorite segment. I want to play the soundbite again, but I won't.
It's just so good, though.
I know it is. That's why I want to play it again, just so I can listen to it.
Feels so good.
Well, thank you, James, for Power Hour. Sometimes I feel like we should just always have Power Hour. You're getting to the point where you have enough issues where you could have
Yeah.
we could almost have a Power Hour every episode for a while.
We pretty good. We pretty much
We're
good.
pretty good.
We pretty good. And,
There's-
and if I run out, I can just come to borrow some from
That's
Jerry
right.
Bear, honestly.
Let's see,
so-
there's 285 issues, so you got that many you
Yeah.
can do.
Yeah.
Dang, we're not even halfway there down. We haven't done a Power Hour each episode.
And when I
We're good.
when I run out of Nintendo Power, I started using Nintendo Force, the
follow-up.
spiritual
There you
successor.
go.
No, then we do official PlayStation magazine.
Oh.
So you got to have that feature then.
That's when I kick James out.
Yeah.
You're out. Power Hour is
Power
done.
Hour's dead.
This is PlayStation Hour.
PS Hour.
All right, Jaden, start working.
Let's work on the follow-up. Yeah. All right. So thank you guys for your pickups and for James for Power Hour.
Yep.
Now we're going to move into the main topic. We're going to talk about Amiibos for a little while. So James, technically, is it like vinyl when you talk about vinyl records? It's not vinyls. It's vinyl. That's the plural.
Yeah.
Is Amiibo plural? So is it when people talk
That
about
is
collecting
honestly
Amiibo?
a good question. I wish I had a prepared answer for. I say I have this many Amiibo.
So that's what
Amiibos?
comes naturally? Because my brain wants to take out the S when I'm talking
I
about
have
Amiibo.
200 Amiibo. I have 200 Amiibos.
Amoebas.
Amoebas? I don't know. That's a good question. I would think that I don't know. I think I just say Amiibo. Okay. I think Amiibo works. I could be wrong.
I think so. I mean, that's what I lean towards, but I figured you're the expert, so I thought I'd ask you. But
you can say whatever the heck you want. Both apply, both work. Who cares? Amiibos are awesome.
So
that's why we're here.
That's what we're going to be talking about. It is a collector's edition, so we're going to do some top 10, price / rarity and when it comes to Amiibo. But we're going to do a little bit of backstory on them first. So for those that don't know, today is a special day in Amiibo history. Today marks the 11-year, 4-month, 24-day anniversary since Amiibo launched.
Heck yeah!
On November 21st, 2024 or 2014. And now, so everybody knows. At this point, I feel like anybody who's listened to the podcast knows that there's a few things that are just kind of like James things, and Amiibo is one of them. All the way back to our first episode that we did together, where we talked about collecting. James talked in detail about Amiibo and how that was one of his favorite things to collect. So James is going to be taking a little bit more of a lead in this discussion because it only felt fair. He knows more about it, but we're all going to be talking, obviously. So I'm going to turn it over to James now, and he's going to talk a little bit about the history of Amiibo, and we're going to go from there.
So, E3 2014. An incredible E3 digital event. Because at the time, these were not called directs, I don't think. Because even when I looked up this event, the recording of it, which you can look up to this day, and you really should because it's a highly entertaining one. E3 2014 digital event, it opens with a fight between two Nintendo legends, Iwata versus Reggie. Do you guys remember?
That was fun.
The black backdrop. They're like in this black, I don't know, chasm or just this place of nothingness, and they're just throwing punches, they're throwing kicks, grapples, and then when it finally seems like they're at a draw, they pick up their sticks, and by that I mean their controllers. Iwata picked up a gamepad. Reggie picked up a I think it was a Wii U Pro controller, and then they start playing in Super Smash Bros. Wii U at the time, right? Which was basically a newly, I think it had been announced, or I think it had been announced prior to this E3, but they really showed it for the first time, I think, at this E3. And they began to fight with their respective Mii fighters in this new Smash game on the Wii U. And Iwata puts up a good fight, but Reggie prevails for the win. Or does he? Because Iwata pulls out a wild card. He even gives like a little like cheeky like smirk when he looks at him after he thinks he's won. He pulls out a Mario Amiibo. He touches it to his gamepad, and Mario appears, doing this wicked combo and then smash attacking Reggie into oblivion. And what's funny too is even Reggie, when he sees who appears when he touches the Amiibo to the gamepad, he he mouths the word Mario. Like he's in awe, like he's like both in awe and like great fear of it. Yeah. It was just it's like an iconic part of this I guess direct of the time. But yeah, that is how they first introduced us to Amiibos. This wacky wild fight between Iwata and Reggie, and I was hooked from the very beginning.
I'm getting one of these.
That's probably the best way to put it. The simplest way to put it.
Man, it's a callback to a better time, too. Yes. Just in general, like 2014 is so obviously, like you said, Iwata was there and Reggie was there, and it was only a year later that Iwata passed. Yeah. And I mean, we've talked about this before, but like that was kind of the golden age of Nintendo as far as leadership goes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because I mean, when you talk about any corporation, you're generally talking about figureheads that only care about a paycheck, and that's understandable. Mm-hmm. It's everybody's got to make a living. But man, Iwata he was something special. I genuinely think he was one of the few people in a position of power like he was that actually was special. Yes. And things like this really showed it.
Yeah.
Like
and like who like they didn't know it at the time, but they were basically they were trying to prop up a system that was ultimately going to die basically in less than 2 years, right? Yeah. Who else could have lifted them out of such like a basically like a financial disaster that the way it played out, Yeah. But as a Nintendo fan, it's like you said, as a Nintendo player of games, it was not a great time.
Mario and Peach together. Me and Gina together.
There were some very, very bright spots, but one of the things that got me and many Nintendo fans through that like dry spell of games and just kind of the dreary dumps of, I don't know, the Wii U at times, was Amiibos. Like it was just fun. It was fascinating. There was a chase that you had to be part of to like really understand what this time period was like for people like me, like Nintendo fans.
And I mean, I worked at GameStop through this period too, and it was strange because like internally, like everybody kind of was like the Wii U's kind of dead. Like you try to push it, but nobody cared. Like it was just an unfortunate fact that Wii U was not selling. So Amiibo didn't get like the interior push from corporate, but of course, me and at the store I worked at, like our staff, we were all a bunch of nerds, so we're excited. We're like, this is cool, like a little Mario figure. Like we were hyped for it, and like I remember, like I had my Villager one pre-ordered, and I got another one at launch, but I don't remember what. But Villager was the one I was most excited for. That was a launch figure. But yeah, you didn't expect them to be what they ended up being at the time.
No,
because if you lived it, like the next couple months were like crazy.
Yeah,
for Nintendo otherwise having been dead. Like I mean, not dead, but you know what I mean. Not popular.
Well, like even the 3DS was struggling at this point. I feel like too, wasn't it? Or I'm trying to think.
It was picking up now, but it I don't know.
It also started off really cold. Obviously, the 3DS did.
Once they did the price drop, the 3DS gained traction and continued to grow throughout its lifespan. But
I mean, so we'll backtrack just a tiny bit, right? Like, the reason this kind of all started, I mean, from what I understand, is that they were basically trying to just build off the success that other Toys to Life games had done, right? Like you immediately think of Skylanders.
First thought, yeah.
You think of what are the other ones that were popular? Lego Dimensions.
Disney Infinity.
Lego
Dimensions was later. But
Is that later? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Was there any other ones? I'm not sure.
Skylanders was the big one.
think-
Disney Infinity was also pretty big at that point, I think.
Was Skylanders first?
Skylanders
Yes,
was the one
first.
that started it for sure. And Nintendo before this had done the Pokemon Rumble figures too.
Yeah.
So they like threw their hat a little bit in the ring with those. But that was not big. Like that was a pretty small run and not well advertised.
Yeah, and like Skylanders was hot for a second for sure. Like it was very popular in its heyday, but like
it was pretty big for a few years.
for sure. And even at this time, it was still ongoing, still a thing. There's a reason Nintendo launched the Amiibos and launched the initiative in the first place. But like to have the brand power that Nintendo has, right, and to have it have some kind, they didn't have to have almost any like compatibility or utilization with video games at all, but to have something, right? It gave you like a two-pronged reason for doing this. Like, I love these characters, so I want the figures, but also I play all the games basically, so I can get extra stuff from the figures too. Like, I couldn't have been more sold on something, period. And to this day, I'm still very sold. A little tired, but still very sold on the concept.
Yeah, well, you went in a little hard.
Yeah, I don't think I initially thought I was like, I'm gonna get all these things. I was just like, I love them. I should look at what the initial wave was, just so everyone remembers. This was the initial wave. Obviously, the Mario that Iwata wielded. You got the Link with the P stand, the infamous P stand, which I do think was actually yellow on the early generations.
It was yellow. It was,
which is really funny. You have the Samus, which iconically some of them had double cannon Samus, very very rare. You have a Yoshi, Pikachu, needless to say, Kirby, the GOAT of Smash Brothers, which kind of launched this too. They kind of launched side by side. They really go hand in hand, really, like Smash Brothers and Amiibos, right? Like in the beginning of Super Smash Brothers Melee, like
the trophies.
The trophies, right? The trophies of Smash Brothers are what became Amiibos, and vice versa, right? Like Mario comes to life, and like that's literally was the idea embodied of Amiibos,
I never thought about that, but you are right. They are very, I mean, the idea seems pretty
it's Toy Story-esque, like there's this kid has all these toys in a room and they come to life and they do their thing, know? But and the rest of the lineup, I should say, Peach, Marth, Fox, DK, Villager, and of course, Wii Fit Trainer.
Okay, pop quiz.
Yes.
Do you remember what the hot Amiibo were from that set, from the launch set? The ones that you basically couldn't find anywhere after they sold out.
Are you speaking of the Holy Trinity? Mm-hmm. I do. Should I say them?
Yeah. Do you remember, Jared?
Oh, do you remember, Jared?
No,
Ooh, yeah. We got to test you. Okay. Of these three, who are the Holy Trinity, as the fans referred to them as?
Let's see. This is how bad my memory is. Wasn't Link one of them?
Nope.
No. Oh, see, this is so bad.
In fact, he was probably the highest selling Amiibo, period, of all the Amiibos.
You're talking about the hard to find ones?
Yeah, the ones you could not find
Wii Fit
anywhere.
you couldn't find.
Yes.
Yep, that's
right?
one.
Ding, ding, ding.
Was Marth the other one?
Ding, 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 ding.
And then
one
was
more.
it Villager?
Yeah,
there it
we
is.
got a winner. Come on down.
Those are the ones that skyrocketed in price, and people were importing and stuff.
Okay.
Because
When I was running training, it's like, oh wait, like popular or hard to find? Because I remember the hard to find one were those three.
Yeah, those were the ones.
Okay.
Yeah, there was something about those three. Did they print less of
It
them?
was printed less. Yeah, because I remember
Okay.
I pre-ordered Villager because I liked Animal Crossing. I just thought it was cool, and Samus was the other one that I got at launch.
Yeah.
And I remember thinking, should I sell this? Like, because it popped up so quick.
They were going for over 100 at the time,
Yeah.
like a lot of them.
But but since they've obviously been reprinted into oblivion.
Yes,
but
they have been. Which I'm honestly very glad
Absolutely,
of.
yeah.
But
because it wasn't a convention exclusive.
yeah. Anyways, like in typical Nintendo fashion, they kind of botched the launch, right? They're just like, they completely underestimate how popular these are going to be. Like, oh, we're just little old Nintendo. Nobody likes us. And then it creates for basically upwards of a year or more, just like they had multiple waves. You know, initially they were just releasing the characters that were in Smash Brothers, right? There was the Smash Brothers line of Amiibos. So this was wave 2. Diddy Kong, Zelda, Luigi, Captain Falcon, Pit, and Little Mac.
Remember the hot ones there?
Do you remember the hot ones here?
Captain Falcon.
Yes.
And I remember because I couldn't find it, but when I went down to Tucson for kind of our December trip, at the Best Buy they had that, so I grabbed that one.
Smart, very smart. That was a tough one to get at the time.
I remember that one being a tough one. Was it Pit?
I think I don't.
I can't remember if he was a hard one or not.
I'm a little hazy on this. I don't think I had an issue with Pit, but I think a lot of people did.
Little Mac was the hard one.
Okay, Little Mac. Yeah, I
the
remember
hardest
Little,
of the three.
Bingo.
I remember walking in. I worked in Bonnie Lake at the time at the GameStop. I remember walking across the street to the Fred Meyer, and they had just gotten Captain Falcon in. I remember that's when I got my Captain Falcon one.
Yeah.
But.
The only 2 hard ones I remember from this set were Captain Falcon. I don't have a specific story, but I do remember I struggled with Captain Falcon.
I did.
And then I remember Little Mac was like, it was like a mythical Pokemon. It was like Mew. Like nobody could find it. I personally never saw it in stores ever. And I remember, I don't know how I met up with this guy, but I'm a little hazy on the story for sure, but this was about the time too, we were like resorting to drastic means to try to find these Amiibos because everybody wanted them, right? Like
sacrifices.
You would pop into stores over and over again, just in case there's one there that I don't have. Like we tried to wield the internet to our advantage. Like this was when I started actually. The very first reason I got onto Reddit was to hunt for Amiibos because the Amiibo subreddit, which to this day, very good, very informative, lots of good people there that love Amiibo. It was the only place I could reliably, if I put on notifications, actually I don't even remember notifications being set. I remember having to I would just refresh. I would be on the page on Reddit, the subreddit, just refreshing, waiting for somebody to post the live link of Amiibos going live online so I could catch them. And some way or another, I matched up with a guy who was on base on JBLM, who had a Little Mac available, and I can see why he had a particular advantage, right? Like there are grocery stores, electronic stores, restaurants. They have stores and restaurants that we don't have. Probably a GameStop too. They have stores that only they have access to.
Yes.
That's probably why he had Little Macs. And
I remember that GameStop. Sorry to cut you off, but that GameStop when we'd look up inventory, basically anything anybody would ever be looking for, if no store would have it in the state. JBLM always had it.
That's so
because
crazy,
only
dude.
people that could go there were the people that could get on base, and
Yeah.
that's not everybody. It's far from everybody.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that is so. And I don't remember. I don't know if I paid him or if I traded. In my head, I'm thinking I traded him an Amiibo he needed to get the one I needed because I remember doing that a lot in these days. These days, you scraped and clawed to get the rare Amiibos. You really did, especially me because I was like, I needed them. But yeah, so I needless to say,
those Amiibo.
Yeah, Amiibo's a hell of a drug.
The theme's changed it.
Yeah. So yeah, needless to say, I'm not active military. I don't live on JBLM, so I couldn't get there. So he had to meet me right outside one of the gates. I think it was Stillicum or something. We met in another shady meetup where I could have been totally taken advantage of for a stupid Amiibo, but didn't happen, thankfully. And I got my Little Mac from this guy, and it was like, da-da-da-da. I was so thrilled to have Little Mac because I'm, as you know, a big, massive Punch-Out fan, and this was one of those characters. In my wildest dreams, I never would have thought Little Mac would have had anything officially made by Nintendo.
Yeah.
Anything.
Yeah.
And I had one.
That's what really made Amiibo so popular. Aside from the main characters, where there's always been some merchandise and stuff, but for those, I'll say obscure ones Pits, there's not going to be Pits it's always Little Mac, or then as furthermore in Smash. So it's you could get official Nintendo or at least even third party eventually, as we saw, where you could get some kind of toy form, which there wasn't anything like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I remember that being one of the things that got me the most excited. Once you realized they're making a whole Smash line,
Yeah.
and at the Wii U time meal, we knew what those characters were, and I remember thinking, and we'll get to this in a bit, but I was like, I can have a Ness.
Yeah.
It was mine. I was like, I remember being so excited.
Well, yeah, I mean, once you saw in your right here that you had a Captain Falcon, a Pit, and a Little Mac, you're like, they're all on the table. Anything that's in Smash can actually be a real toy, And so that took us to the worst wave of all the waves.
Yes.
Wave 3. You'll remember this one. Let me see if I can turn this sideways. You'll remember this one probably pretty. This is where most of the tears and the pain and the frustration was spent for a lot of
Okay,
people.
can we name which ones were exclusive to which retailers?
This is what
I
yes.
think I
That was
remember.
exclusive.
Okay, so
yeah.
this is the wave 3 was when we first got exclusive, like you said, exclusive retailer. Why did they do this? I don't know why they did this, but anyways.
It's called money.
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 It was really frustrating. Okay, so do you remember which ones were exclusive?
I remember 3 of the 4 for sure.
Okay, what do you have any? Do you have any guesses, Jer Bear? Okay, so I'm gonna go through I'm gonna tell everyone the wave, and then
Yeah.
you're gonna tell me what you think the retailer exclusives were. We got Rosalina and Luma, we got Bowser, Lucario, my boy Toon Link, Sheik, Ike,
That's Ike.
Shulk, not shirtless Shulk, unfortunately. Sonic, Mega Man, King Dedede, and Meta Knight.
Was Lucario GameStop?
He was exclusive, but
He
was
wasn't
not
exclusive.
Or was it Best Buy?
Wasn't Best Buy either.
No, GameStop, Best Buy. Walmart? I'm trying to name all the places. I remember he was being exclusive.
Okay,
Toys
I
R
remember
Us?
because I remember it's Toys R Us.
Thank you. Okay.
Oh, you're
Toys R
right.
Us.
Okay, I have a
Toys
memory.
R
That
Us.
unlocked a memory. We unlocked an
I
achievement.
very much so remember standing outside Toys R Us to
Yeah.
get that one because James had it pre-ordered and I said I'd pick it up.
Okay, wait. I want to give credit where credit's due, Chris, because correct me if I'm wrong. We're not Hannah and Cressa there too, like waiting in.
That was I'll tell you which one that was.
Which one was that?
later.
'Cause I remember-
it was Dark Pit.
Was it Dark Pit?
Yeah, and that was at Best Buy.
Oh my gosh.
I have a great memory for,
Yeah,
stuff,
I'm
for
glad
this
you, I'm
useless
glad
stuff.
you got a good. I'm glad you got a good memory because I do have a really iconic picture of them both holding their their pre-order slip, Cressa and Hannah, and I was so grateful because I was stuck at work and. Man, they braved those lines, and these days you had to get in lines, and you could make friends or enemies, or you didn't know what was going to happen.
So do you guys remember where the Rosalina was exclusive to?
I knew that was the exclusive. Was that?
I got a memory
that-
behind that one too.
Oh. Was that a. See, I know Rosalina was one. I don't think it was Best Buy. Was it Walmart?
Close-ish.
You're getting there.
Close. Walmart. Let's see. Then there's GameStop.
No.
Walmart.
No.
Target.
There it
Ding,
is.
ding,
Target.
ding, ding,
Okay,
ding, ding,
there it
ding.
is.
Do you have any stories on Rosalina?
I remember going at like 7:30 to Target and it being raining outside and just standing there being like, why am I here? Like I'm not even at that point. It was a bit of an addiction because I was like, I don't even have an attachment to Rosalina, but I'm standing here to get the stupid Amiibo.
Yeah, and that is usually that was usually step one of people getting over the addiction is realizing, wait a second,
Yeah.
I don't even care about this character, and I feel like I need this.
I very clearly remember that moment of standing outside in the rain and just being like, God, I'm an idiot.
I have to rethink my life.
How did I get here? Okay, so Rosalina, it might be the most infamous launch of any of the Amiibos of the retail exclusives. I don't remember why. I do know that there were a lot of like horror stories of people being like trapped in like snowstorms or trying to brave like really really rough streets, like especially on the East Coast and the
Why?
Midwest, because it launched February 1st. February 1st
But
or
they
2nd.
all did. Why was Rosalina harder than the other?
I think there was something about that weekend, like weather was particularly bad or something. I remember this one very well for me personally. It wasn't super hard because me and Jordan, we traveled. Well, we flew to Las Vegas and then we drove to Phoenix to catch the Super Bowl because the Seahawks were playing the New England.
Went to the Super Bowl?
We didn't go to the Super Bowl. We went to the stadium and basically like watched the game with all the people and took in the festivities and went to Super Bowl Central in Phoenix and like we just took in the vibes and the people and the hype, right? Because like the way we got to that game was unbelievably miraculous. We had no business being there from the game before against the Green Bay Packers. Anyways, I remember exactly where I was. Like I remember waking up. We got there early and a couple days before the Super Bowl, I believe, I woke up the butt crack of dawn, showed up at the closest Target I could, like in suburban Phoenix, basically, and I lined up. But I remember walking really fast and trying to get to the electronics station, trying to beat like 5 other guys who were running full sprint to try to grab as many as they could. I was just like,
James brought his trank gun.
this is why. I remember I grabbed a couple too. I grabbed one I think for a friend and one for trade bait. So I think I got like 3 of them basically, but one for me. But Rosalina was a really, really hard one for a lot of people to grab for some reason. I don't remember. I think there was a lot of like weather-based reasons, but just the fact that it was so hard to get these stupid retailer exclusives.
You remember the last one? Last exclusive?
it
There
Meta-
might have been a fourth, but I know there was
Was it
three
Meta
for sure.
Knight?
Meta Knight.
So, okay, then Meta Knight was one, too. There's one more then.
Is there?
Yeah.
There probably is. Like for each
Was it
retailer.
Shulk?
Shulk. He was a GameStop exclusive.
GameStop. Okay.
Oh, you're
I remember
right.
that one. I had no trouble getting that one.
yeah,
that was
yeah, no
nice.
problem. And Meta Knight was at Best Buy.
That might have been. That
So,
makes sense.
I remember
Knight,
getting
You know
at
what?
Best
It
Buy.
might have
Bingo.
been. It might have
Bingo.
been Meta Knight that they stood in line for, not Dark Pit.
Oh.
I remember them taking a picture at Toys R Us. Hannah's gonna be like, I can't believe you don't
I'm
remember.
almost positive it's not my wife and sister-in-law, but
have
I'm
a
almost
picture.
positive it was Best Buy.
I feel like it was Toys R Us. We're gonna see who's right in the end. I'm digging in. I'm saying it was Toys R Us. I don't know for what character.
Oh, you dig in, James.
I'm digging in.
digging.
I'm telling you, it was Toys R Us. Back when Toys R Us existed.
Keep talking. I'm going to your wife's Instagram
All
right
right, well,
now.
I'll keep talking. But Meta Knight for me was it was tricky, but not super tricky. I do remember I had to call around to all the Best Buys I could. I was working a shift, and at the time I worked in Bremerton at the hospital there that no longer exists. Now they have a hospital in Silverdale, but the Silverdale Best Buy, which I called up, they had an extra copy that was a pre-order that nobody picked up apparently, and I kept calling places over and over again asking if they had them, and they had one. So after work, I raced there, picked it up, and I was just like, yes! Even though I have zero attachment to Meta Knight. I could care less about it. I think Meta Knight's cool. I think its design's cool, but like I don't care about Meta Knight.
Peep the picture, bro.
What does it say?
I was right on both accounts.
What does it say here? Okay, Hannah and Cress are right there. New release, Amiibo figures, Super Smash Bros. Series Dark Pit. Hannah was 22nd in line. Cressa's 23rd in line. Who's she grabbing Dark Pit for? I wonder.
Jordan, probably.
I guess
look
so.
at the and then look at the icon at the very bottom. What
It
store
was
is that?
Best Buy. It was Best Buy.
Why do you question me? I am a god.
I lose. I lose. I lose.
That's funny.
Well done, Chris. Your memory, as always, superior.
Yet he still fights.
I will not back down.
Oh, we know.
All right, so that brings us to. I mean, I'm not going to go through all the waves. I promise you. Just all the most of the memories and the difficult, the struggle was in these first like 4 to 6 waves of Amiibos.
I think the next one is where my hardest. Yep, that was.
This was another one.
Tears were shed.
I have like 2 or 3 memories just from this wave too. This is wave 4. Wave 4 of the Smash line. So these were the fighters. We got Greninja, we got Jigglypuff, 2 Pokemon. We got 3 actually. Charizard. We got Robin, Robin of Fire Emblem fame. We got my boy Wario. We got Lucina. We got. See how hard a time I have with all the Fire Emblem characters. Hannah would be sad. We have Ness, of course, Chris's boy, and then we got Pac-Man. What were the retail exclusives, Jer Bear?
Pac-Man.
Was Pac-Man a retail exclusive?
I don't remember.
I don't remember either.
I remember 2 of these. If there were more, I don't remember.
I remember
I gotta look this. For some reason, my
Greninja.
brain
Okay, I
goes
know
right
that
Pac-Man.
these 2 were. Okay, I know these 3 for sure, right? We
I
have.
I remember Greninja and Ness for
Okay,
sure. I
yeah.
don't remember the others.
Okay. So Greninja, I don't have a memory attached to Greninja. I think it was Toys R Us. That's just me off this.
I think so too.
But I mean, I thought that they went to Toys R Us before, so maybe I just have an attachment and nostalgia for Toys R Us. But I'm pretty sure Greninja was Toys R Us. I think I didn't have much of an issue with that one. Jigglypuff, however, I remember exactly where I was when Jigglypuff happened. This was one of those Reddit grabs. Like I was on a jury. We were on a break in between deliberations.
It's just like guilty.
guilty.
Trying to get Jigglypuff.
I was literally on a jury. We were in the jury room on break where we weren't. We were just sitting there sipping our drink, catching up on our phones. And I remember, I was thinking of. I hate to say it, but while we're deliberating, in the back of my mind, I'm like, I know Jigglypuff is going live. I know it's going live at some point, and it's soon. And I'm like, this of all days, I have to be on jury duty. Unbelievable.
Dude, they should have got you for the Diddy jury. Dropping Amiibo that day. Diddy's free.
I think he's a pretty swell guy.
Well, let's get us out of here quicker. I gotta go get the new.
You don't understand Jigglypuff.
Especially if he's going to cut me a $50K check.
Oh god.
Anyways, I'm sure somebody did that. But yeah, I remember in between deliberating, I opened up Reddit and I started refreshing and it popped up. And I was like, oh my God, I can't believe I'm there. I caught the moment and I clicked on the link. I don't remember what Jigglypuff was exclusive to. Might have been Target. I'm not sure. I feel like it might have been Target. But yeah, I caught it, and I bought that one actually online while it was in the middle of jury duty. So I will never forget where, when, and what I was doing. When I got that Jigglypuff amiibo. Weird memory.
Yep. For me, it was Ness. The most anticipated amiibo for me. I remember so that was a GameStop exclusive. So should have, in all rights, I was still at GameStop at the time.
This might be this might be the most infamous of the drops.
Yeah, and in all rights, I should have been easy for me, working at GameStop. But I think this was right around our anniversary, and so we were in Seaside on our anniversary, Seaside, Oregon. And my boss messaged me, and he was like, "The Nest Amiibo is going live in like 15 minutes." He was like, "So if you want to pre-order it, be ready." And I remember sitting in my car. Jasmine went into whatever store, and I'm sitting in my car, like refreshing, and I have it in the cart and everything, and it crashes, and I don't get it, and then it's sold out. And I remember just being like devastated.
Oh, it's so
and just
sad.
being like, out of all the Amiibo not to get. And then I'm sitting there thinking, I'm like, James probably just got 3 of them. And, not really.
I don't think I did. I think I struggled too.
But I shout out to my boss, Danny, because he messaged me. He was like, "Did you get one?" And I was like, "No, I didn't." He was like, "I got 2." He's like, "I got you one."
Danny was the man.
Danny's a good guy. I miss him. But
That's really this one was infamous for, as you said, this was the first Amiibo to crash the internet. Like it went up and GameStop just went down. Like the whole system collapsed.
it's because you had 2 people going for it. The Earthbound fans, which are thirsty for any Earthbound merch.
Yeah.
And then the scalpers who are like, RPG based off something I don't know. That's going to be worth money.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Another case of like something like you would have only dreamed, right, of getting like merch like you could buy in a GameStop that was related to Earthbound, like super cool. I don't remember how I got it eventually, but I remember struggling too. I obviously didn't get it at the online launch.
Only Amiibo I bought 2 of. I bought one to open and bought one to keep sealed.
No, I respect that. Yeah, I think those are all the stories I got from those waves. The next wave, just Dark Pit. We just talked about, so Best Buy exclusive. Thank you, Hannah. You were clutch. I appreciate you. Palutena, which is honestly a really cool amiibo.
It is.
I have no attachment to it, but I think it's really cool. Olimar and the little cute Pikmin, beautiful. I don't think that was an exclusive. Then you got Zero Suit Samus, Bowser Jr., Ganondorf, and Dr. Mario. I don't know. Bowser Jr. maybe?
Bowser Jr. I just looked it up because Pac-Man was not exclusive, but Bowser Jr. I just saw the image was for Canada.
This is around
United
when I stopped.
Toys R Us. It was a Toys R Us.
Toys R Us? Yeah.
At some point, I got a Bowser Jr. one because I have that.
Nice.
But
But this, Chris, you're right. This is kind of the point where like a lot of people were just like, well, either they had enough of them, or they didn't have enough money anymore, or they were just kind of over it. They're like the fight you have, the effort you have to go to get some of these was just like it was excessive. It really was.
yeah, Ness killed it for me.
Yeah, and ultimately because like Nintendo just did a terrible job of meeting demand. Eventually they more than met demand, but it took a long time to get there. But yeah, like that's how like the first year played out. It was full of drama. It was full of like. There was a wild chase to get like these coveted amiibo that basically everyone that was an Amiibo fan, a Nintendo fan, felt like they wanted. We were all like competing with each other, or trying to help each other, one way or the other. And it was a lot of fun, dude. Like there was we literally all have memories of that time, and like you guys aren't even really like hardcore Amiibo collectors, but you have memories of that.
Yeah, do memories. Yeah.
Yeah, and I still like Amiibo, and I still have ones that I look for when they come out, or some that I pre-order them on occasion. Like I pre-ordered Sephiroth when it went live. Like there are the handful, but yeah, I'm definitely not you.
I was bit hard by that bug, and
now he's just committed.
Yeah.
It's like a bad marriage.
I'm in so deep. It is going to be real hard to get out of this.
I don't even know how to quit anymore.
I just keep trucking, just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming.
So obviously, Amiibo, one of the best things about them is they just look cool. Like they're great display pieces. They're based off, like we talked about, they're based off franchises that we love, characters that we love. Like I love them because I have them like sporadically throughout my game room. Like some by like import like their respective franchises, some just wherever.
Yeah.
I was going to get into this, but one thing I do want to touch on about
go for
like
it.
that the history and stuff is I don't know if you remember this, and I don't believe you were there for this, but this was a cool moment as a Nintendo fan and an Amiibo fan. Was the Nindies at Night event, the first one they did when it was still Wii U focused. They had a special announcement that night, and that's that one of the Shovel Knight devs was there, and they announced the first first party Amiibo, I guess is what they would have called it. That
Yes.
wasn't a Smash. And they announced the Shovel Knight Amiibo.
Yep.
And that was cool to be a part of. It's still one of my favorite Amiibos.
Yeah, that is great. Yeah, like at the time, like a third party Amiibo seemed like a pipe dream kind of sort of too, right? Like, I mean, we should have assumed by then, like, well, Snake is in Smash, so that'll probably. Well, I guess we still wonder. We still had questions.
Yeah, well, and that you're right. We still wondered if those third-party Smash characters would get Amiibo.
Yeah.
But I don't think any of us thought that third-party games would get Amiibo.
Yes.
on top of
Yes.
it.
Third party. Absolutely.
So this opened up the floodgates.
You're right.
So, and then since then, we've gotten Shovel Knight, Dark Souls, Diablo,
Yeah.
specific Skylander Amiibos,
Yep.
Monster Hunter, and then even
Lots of
recently,
Monster Hunter.
and
Too
in the
much Monster
future-
Hunter. I like Monster Hunter, but it's way too much, guys.
Capcom's been a big supporter because they also dropped a Pragmata one today, and
Yeah.
have Resident Evil ones coming out.
Yeah.
So, and by the way, that Pragmata one, I went to a couple GameStops today just to see if they got them in store. And I think it was online only because I was like, I'm gonna grab that if they have it. But
I was gonna bring that up sooner. I'm glad you brought it up. Today was actually a pretty fitting day to do an Amiibo episode for that reason. That it was actually an Amiibo launch day today. Diana, is that who it is?
Yeah.
Of Pragmata. So yeah, it was flashing in and out of stock today. Like it was pretty hot Amiibo at least this morning. Eventually, I was able to buy one on the Nintendo website actually.
interesting.
So you go there. It might still be available on the Nintendo website.
I want to try to get one. I haven't played the game yet, but I have high hopes for it. It just
Yeah.
like it's a pretty clean looking box and everything
It-
too.
honestly,
like,
it
I'll probably
really-
keep it's one I'll probably keep
Yeah.
in box.
I would just a message to anyone who has any interest in Pragmata and wants any, like, I don't imagine there's going to be a lot of merchandise associated with Pragmata. I could be wrong on that front because Capcom is pretty big, obviously, but
Just a little bit.
just a little
slightly.
bit, just a little bit. But yeah, if you have any interest in that Amiibo at all, I would grab it soon. It seems like one that they are doing a good job of restocking a lot of modern Amiibos and even a lot of throwback ones, though not all of them. But a lot of the third-party ones, they get like 1, 2, maybe 3 reprints, and then you just don't see them ever again. And that feels like one that's very niche-y, like Pragmata.
Yeah.
Kind of weird, but I like that they did it. So I was able to grab that one today, and I also grabbed 3 of the most recent Monster Hunter ones, which also for a stretch were sold out. So I grabbed them all in one fell swoop, so I could avoid go get the free shipping. Because if I bought just Diana, I would have had to pay like $10 shipping or something. And I was like, well,
Instead, they
guess
said-
I'm,
as well.
guess I'm buying the rest.
$120 at Amiibo
Yep.
and no
Yeah.
shipping.
There
today,
you go.
baby. Showed you, Nintendo.
I had to get those Monster Hunter ones anyways. The same thing with the Monster Hunter
get
ones.
it.
You got to be careful with the Monster Hunter ones sometimes.
Yeah, so it's cool. I feel like it's really cool that they've done these collaborations, and they might have done some that I forgot too. But those are the ones I remembered and wrote down. But like I was saying, alongside them being just cool figures, cool display pieces, the one of the big things, like James mentioned in the outset, was that they offered compatibility with games. And some of this was really basic and even kind of stupid in some cases, but sometimes it was cool. And I wrote down a few games that I thought were kind of unique that I wasn't even familiar with the compatibility. But do you guys have any specific memories or games you think the compatibility is cool with?
If it's not to include Smash, since we know that's what it started with, but to be just a little off with it was Splatoon, the first one, where it had the 3 Splatoon Amiibos, and where you scanned it, there was actually a section where it looked like the packaging, and then once you scan it in, then the figure would appear inside the box of it.
Yeah.
And unlock some like bonus missions and then armors and weapon stuff. But they also had a little bit of personality, so it was like empty. Scan it in, all of a sudden it pops up in there and talks to you. Then you do the missions. And
Yeah.
so I kind of remember that because I was
That
big
is-
into Splatoon. That it was so much fun. So it was like that kind of interactive. They had a little personality. You're able to unlock stuff, have some extra missions, like just kind of extra levels as well, and like a hero mode as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I remember that one too. As like the be non-Smash, like that one first came up to my mind.
Yeah, that's a really good example. I honestly, I vaguely remember that now. Like they did like a greater than average effort, like utilizing Amiibo on Splatoon, and it makes sense because both Splatoon and Amiibo they're big kind of everywhere, but in Japan especially, they're super big. So like they have to go all in for Splatoon stuff. for me, the game that really sold me on utilization in games was Mario Maker. Mario Maker was so good. They literally coded into the game like skins for every amiibo that was available at the time that game launched.
It was impressive. I remember getting Mario Maker and sitting there and like scanning every amiibo and being like, yes, it works.
Yes. Yeah, it was incredible.
Yeah.
It was the first time you're just like, oh my, this is amazing. Yeah. I'm so glad I have these available. Like, I can't. What if you didn't have them? This wouldn't be a full experience.
Yoshi's Woolly World was kind of that same like area too. For each one that it supported, which it supported quite a few. I don't think as many as Mario Maker, but each one that it supported would give a different Yarn Yoshi skin. And I think if you scanned just the base Yoshi amiibo, it unlocked a normal looking Yoshi skin. So it would un-yarnify him.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so that was pretty cool. So here's a couple that I didn't know about that I felt was kind of relatively cool amiibo support.
Nice.
So Skyrim. So that was a big release. I had no idea it even had amiibo support, or at least I didn't remember.
Yeah.
But apparently, when you scan the Zelda amiibos, you can. It's random, but when you scan one of those, you have the chance to get the Master Sword, a Hylian Shield, and the Champion's Tunic.
Score.
So along with other just like random in-game weapons, I don't think it was a guarantee you'd get those three, but they gave you a reason to come back every day and scan those.
That's really cool.
And it supported other amiibo as well for just random items and weapons. But the Zelda ones were specific where you could get those 3 items, which I thought was really cool.
That is really cool.
That to me makes Skyrim on Switch more collectible. Because it has a unique aspect that no other console variation would have.
Yeah.
And as far as I know, not a Skyrim guy, and don't know a lot about it, but I believe every other Legendary Edition of Skyrim is the exact same between every other consoles, other than maybe mod support. I don't know, but this makes it the most unique version in my mind. So I thought that
honestly
was cool.
It gives me reason. I mean, I don't know. It's an open world game, like.
It probably plays well on Switch
I'd probably have a general interest in trying it out and seeing what happens. So
to me, this
it is a very famous game. So.
I went from having zero interest in ever playing Skyrim again because I've tried it and I didn't like it to being like, maybe if I find Skyrim really cheap on Switch, I'd pick it up because this is cool.
And you can get the Master Sword.
Yeah, see, that makes it cool.
That's a cool utilization. I mean, it's really cool because you just wouldn't expect it to be in that game at all. So that's really cool.
Another one. This one I just thought was kind of. It's not like a great utilization, but I thought it was funny. WarioWare Gold. So a very late 3DS title. Apparently, for just about every Mario character amiibo that you scan, there would be. There was a specific area you could go to. You could scan the amiibo, and there would be drawings of like Wario having drawn that character in like this really dumb, really bad art style. And to me, that was just funny.
That's pretty great.
It's not just like Mario, Yoshi, Peach. It's like all of them. Dr. Mario, like the wedding suit Mario and Peach, Yarn Yoshi.
You'll find bad pictures that he drew throughout the game.
You look it up. It's really funny. So
Really?
It's like an art section where you can go and look at them as you scan them.
That's pretty cool, man.
Like I said, it's not like the craziest utilization, but just kind of funny that they put that much work into it.
Yeah,
I thought that was cool.
Dang, dude.
Breath of the Wild. I don't know if you guys knew this. So I did not know this, but you scan the Wolf Link amiibo, and it summons in Wolf Link.
Yep.
And basically, the further you got in Twilight Princess, and the more of the game you beat on Wii U, and you put that data on the amiibo, the stronger he is in Twilight Princess.
Wow.
So yeah, I thought that was cool.
I knew that I knew there was a lot of cool amiibo utilization just in general, just like getting, because one of the infamous parts of Breath of the Wild, even though it's a masterpiece, is that the weapons breaking over and over again, etc. Like people hated that, or some people did, and so the fact that you could scan in your amiibos and get some more weapons to replace the ones that just broke was actually really cool.
Yeah. I agree. And I have one more, but I'm going to hold it until we talk about the Amiibo, because we'll be talking about it in a little bit. Okay, so that kind of sums it up. I think everybody can agree, as far as Amiibo compatibility goes, it's slim pickings. Like a lot of times you scan an Amiibo and it'll give you an item.
Yeah.
It'll do something just not all that great, not exciting. But some games, like we talked about, Mario Maker, Splatoon, Skyrim, Breath of the Wild, had really cool utilization. And even more recently, like Metroid Prime 4, the literal music when you're on the motorcycle is locked behind an Amiibo.
Yeah, people love that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That was a weird call, but
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, so now we're going to take some time. We're going to go over according to price charting, what are the 10 most expensive Amiibo. In some cases, these might also be rare. I'm not going to get into that because I'm not too sure of if any of these are that rare. James can maybe comment on that more. But these are the 10 most expensive Amiibo if you were to go and try to buy them on eBay or at a store right now. I got to do math real quick. James Jarrett, me. James Jarrett, me. James Jarrett, me. Okay, so James starts.
I start?
What's number 10?
All right, it starts with Solaire of Estora from the Dark Souls series. Like we talked about, a third-party Amiibo figure. We actually went, on this list, we went by new in box prices. Because when it comes to figures, action figures, etc., if it came in a box originally, generally collectors, that's the price. I don't know. That's just kind of the standard way to collect these, even though I don't necessarily collect in box. So it just seemed like the right way to make this list. So Solaire of Estora, a really cool figure, by the way. One that I have an extra copy of. Yeah, yeah. What does he say? What's his famous
Praise the
phrase?
sun or something
Praise
like
the
that?
sun or
I've never
something?
played Dark Souls, but
No, I just remember the Amiibo.
Yeah.
So because I had no idea, but I was like, that's
Yeah.
quite an interesting pose.
Yeah. Yep. It was popular at the time. Very, very hard to find now. It goes for new in box, $100.
yeah.
I got an extra that I'm holding on to, just waiting. Like I'm waiting for somebody that has one I need, so I can flip it to them for that. You know,
Yeah.
Score.
it's trade bait.
How
Yep.
a little off topic, but how many do you need? Like that you don't have it. Do
I
you want to talk about that later?
Yeah, let's talk about it later.
Okay.
Let's talk about it later.
Jarrett, let's go with number 9.
Number 9, Mega Man, the gold version,
Nice.
for $110.
Yes.
If I'm not mistaken, that came with Mega Man, the
It
Legacy
did.
Collection?
Yes, and
3DS?
3DS.
3DS, and I do have that because I remember buying it just because I wanted the Amiibo, and it's like I like Mega Man.
Nice.
I remember because you gave me like the art cards and stickers that came with.
Oh,
later.
yeah.
Yeah. So I thought you might have it.
If you look at this outside of the Mega Man Legacy Collection box, it's really weird too because it's like a standard normal looking Amiibo box, right? Like the cardboard on the back and then the bubbling in the front with the Amiibo in it. But the cardboard is just completely white. There's like no graphics, design, anything on it, and then just plastic, and then a gold Amiibo, a gold Mega Man in there. So like, if you try to buy it complete in box, like it's weird looking at it. It's just like, it's not meant to be
weird.
It's not meant to be displayed.
Why are you different?
It's meant to be displayed in the Mega Man box, not its like Amiibo box.
Yeah.
You know. But yeah, it's a cool Amiibo.
That was a cool one. And one of the first Amiibo that was a Smash Amiibo that was released outside of like with something else. Because I believe that was just the gold version
Yeah,
of
like
the
it was
Mega
just
Man.
the gold version
First
of it.
packet
Yeah.
Amiibo, maybe.
Yeah.
It might be.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was kind of just a random thing. I remember it being kind of a big deal when it released.
Kind of like the Mario Party version, when they had the regular one, then they had the silver and the gold. So it's just
Yeah.
like that kind of idea, a gold version of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were cool. I liked these gold variants.
Yep.
All right, number 8. The Metroid 2-pack. And the only one in this top 10 that I personally own.
Oh, good. This works out great.
Yeah, I bought this at launch when I pre-ordered my special edition of Metroid Samus Returns for the 3DS. Only thing I didn't buy that day that I regret is that Samus 3DS. I wish I had. I would gladly trade straight across my Majora's Mask for that Samus one. If anybody's listening and you're like, dang, I really wish I had a Majora's Mask 3DS and I have this Nito Zelda or Samus one, but I just don't like it that much.
Neato.
Hit me up. But yeah, this is a cool pack and has one of my favorite personal Amiibo. The Samus one is cool in itself. It has her like kneeling down, holding her blaster cannon. What's the cannon called? Whatever.
Arm cannon?
Or arm cannon. It has her holding it, doing like a kneel pose and like just looking stoic and powerful. But the Metroid Amiibo is awesome because it's the Metroid. He's broken out of his containment tank. He's sitting on top of it.
Yep.
And if that wasn't all just already cool enough, he's squishy.
He's
He's squishy.
Yeah, he squishes his little head.
It's
and he
like
goes,
it's
whoop,
like
whoop,
made of plastic, but like a rubber,
like a silicone or something.
something.
Like,
probably silicone. I think.
yeah,
squishy. It's squishy.
It's cool.
Squishy.
Definitely one of my favorite Amiibo.
It's honestly a fan favorite. I think it's one of the. I think that's baked into the price. Maybe is how much people like this Amiibo.
And for whatever reason, it seems to be one of the few. Like I guess they've never done a reprint of that pack. Maybe like one around the same time the game came out, but it's almost every Amiibo has gotten reprints, but I don't think that one has in America.
Yeah, I think eventually, I don't know. I think they made it available to some really, really briefly. It has been hard to find. I will say one of the other reasons I think it's really rare is because I think the 2-pack is exclusive to America. I don't know about Europe. I know in Japan though these were separate. The Metroid and this, and maybe you said that the Metroid and the Samus figure in this 2-pack are separate in Japan, and the Metroid itself, the solo one from Japan, is like $91 new in box. So like.
It's still expensive.
Yes, and that has a weird variant too. That I think you sent
I
me.
sent you that. Yeah. Just random.
Yeah. What is the variant again? It's like
It's not. I think it's a packing error.
It's a
but
packing error?
It's upside down in the package. But
Yeah.
apparently
Yeah.
pretty common.
apparently there's somebody on the Amiibo subreddit that whenever people post that, he hits them up and he's like, I'm literally collecting all of them. I'm trying to collect as many of these as I can. So there are people hunting for these
You
variants.
must pay pretty well for them to be willing to sell it to them.
Yeah, I don't know what the going rate is for some of the weird variants and defects, but that one apparently there's some guy who he's crazy for him. So
Yeah,
kinda
that's
cool.
why I sent that to you. I just thought that was really unique, and I never heard of it.
It's increased like that. Even just that one guy has ballooned the price of that defect.
so funny.
It's weird. It's weird out there, but I like it. Is it me?
Yep, number 7.
So number 7
Oh,
is
the Metroid 2-pack brand new is $118.
yes.
I didn't mention that.
Good. So this is where we enter the land of Nihon. This includes international releases too. Maybe we should have said that. Maybe Chris already did say that. But number 7 on our list is Barrioros and Ayuria. You're thinking, who?
I'm glad you had to say that.
I don't even know if I said it right. But yeah, if these are Japanese characters, maybe Barrioros and Ayuria. I'm not even sure if they are though.
Sounded the same.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure if they're based on katakana or not. But this is where we enter the territory of Japanese exclusive Monster Hunter Amiibos. They are a class all to themselves. I'm glad that I got in on the ground floor early to some degree. I think I have 2 or 3 of them now. Maybe 3. I don't know.
Do you have this one?
I do not have this one. It's like a girl. Most of these are just like a character from the Monster Hunter Stories game on 3DS, right? And their companion or their rider, or not the rider, but the thing they ride, the monster they ride from Monster Hunter Stories. I can't really describe this one otherwise. I meant to find pictures and I don't got them. But new in box, Barrioros and Ayuria of Japan and Monster Hunter Stories fame go for $120 new in box. And that's not the first one.
I'd love to talk more about it, but I have nothing to say.
Yeah, and that's totally fine. Just
these
know that
Amiibo.
these are extremely hard to find, even if you're in Japan. I've gone to Japan 3 times now. Every single time I've gone into many stores, I've had pictures prepared. I've had Japanese statements and questions and follow-up questions prepared, trying to hunt in Japan itself, and I have not been able to find a single one of the ones I'm missing when I'm in Japan.
That's crazy.
They're really hard to find, and they all belong to people who know what they have for the most part, or I just went to the wrong stores, or that's probably more likely.
Idiot. All right, Jarrett, hit us with number 6.
Number 6 is Poochie.
Poochie.
Yeah, Yarn Yoshi.
Yeah.
So this came packaged with the Yoshi's Epic Yarn Extra Yarny Edition or whatever on 3DS, right?
This is a good question. We need
Yoshi's
want-
Woolly
right
World, is that what it's called?
The Woolly World. So
I said Epic Yarn, that was the Kirby game.
yeah, Woolly World was Yoshi, and I want to say it the only way to say it probably was because is it? Let's see. Now I'm curious because I see it on the list.
Yeah, Yarn Poochie Amiibo was available as a separate standalone purchase.
Okay, never mind.
In addition to being bundled with the Poochie and Yoshi's Woolly World game for the 3DS. So, I'm pretty sure I got the bundle. I don't honestly remember. No, honestly, in my head,
probably
I
don't
remember.
have the game.
I don't think I
It's
have
not
the
a
game.
cheap game. I mean, the Amiibo is expensive. The game's not cheap either, though.
I don't remember. I don't have the game, and I
Yeah,
feel like
here's
I would
this-
have the game if I bought it then.
Just on
Yeah,
its
that's
own.
really cool.
$135, no game, but still it comes with the box. That's not bad.
On the box.
So there was
not
a-
bad in comparison. to
But
that.
there was a separate Amiibo purchase too, and I feel like that's what I did. So I do wonder what the game boxed with the
Oh, here we
Amiibo
go.
is worth. That's
There's-
probably worth considerably more. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I remember getting that.
So
for sure.
I only have I didn't do a hard look, but I think there's only 3 Amiibo that I don't have that I would be I would actually want, that I actually really want, that I would that I would want to get at some point, whether I buy it or what.
Yeah.
And this is one of them.
Yeah.
I think the yarn amiibos are really cool.
They're really cool.
Yeah, they're
dude.
cool.
They're super cool.
I have the green Yoshi one from when I bought Woolly World on Wii U, and I have a blue one in box still. I don't remember where I got that.
Yeah.
But I never opened it.
I'm fortunate enough to have all of them, which is understandable because I'm a hardcore collector. But
Yep.
these never, as far as I know, these did not get much of a restock for understandable reasons. These are not plastic. They're not easy to print like a lot of the other figures.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Definitely some of the coolest, 100%. And yeah, we'll get into something else too. But I love these. They just look so cool.
Yeah, they are cool.
They're really awesome. Really, really awesome. Poochie's super cute. No squishy.
So squishy.
All right, so number 5 is back to me. Oh, and Poochie is about $145.
Oh, I didn't say that. You're right.
145.
I forgot. I don't know why. I guess I could have let you say it. I just really needed to butt in there. So number 5 is a Splatoon entry. It's the Splatoon 3-pack. And this one specifically came with a green, orange, and purple. I assume they were all squids.
So green was Inkling Girl, orange Squid, which I was missing for a long time up until recently, and purple Inkling Boy.
Okay.
So this was that 3-pack that for some reason or another, like I was really on it. Like I felt like I was super on it with Amiibo, even when because this was an early 3-pack. I feel like maybe it was the second 3-pack of the, because there's been like by now there's been like.
There's a lot of Splatoon.
There's been 5 or 6 3-packs in the Splatoon line of Amiibo because Splatoon is one of the most printed series, super popular. But yeah, this was early 3-pack, and I remember. I don't even remember. I just all of a sudden we were like 5 years into the existence of Amiibos, and I'm like, why don't I have orange squid? And I don't know why I don't, because I never got this 3-pack, apparently. It's really weird.
But you had the other two?
I had the other two, but I didn't have the squid. It was the strangest thing, man. I almost can't explain it at all.
Probably the same person who took your Pokemon White.
Yep.
They came in and took that orange Amiibo.
Yep.
If you know who you are, come forward. I will be merciful.
He won't be.
No.
Actually, he will be. Once you walk away, he'll forget.
Yeah, I will. It's true. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, so it's $155 new in box. Definitely the most expensive of the Splatoon Amiibos.
Yep, definitely. Next up, we are back. Well, not back. Number 4. We are at Mega Yarn Yoshi, which, Jared Boyer, he's got one in the room as we speak.
I do.
It's looking
Staring at us. It's wearing a bunny.
It's so cute. I love it.
I think when we were moving and getting stuff out of the office, Kim naturally gave Brooke all the yarn Yoshi, so she's like the big one and the 3 small colored ones, so they're
really?
like all over the place somewhere. But she doesn't really play with them, so they just kind of sit around. So they're still in good condition.
Yeah.
But I got them right there with this little bonnet on.
I was gonna say I do remember this being a Toys R Us exclusive, and I remember it being particularly hard to get, really hard.
I went to the Toys R Us South Center.
Did you?
I distinctly remember going there. Yeah,
Yeah.
because it was in stock there. So just drove up I can't remember, during lunch hour or something, or on the weekend. I just drove up, picked it up, and I think store closed not long after that. It feels like I can't remember when that was.
I wonder what do you know? I can't remember. Do you remember what they costed at retail? The Mega Yarn Yoshi. I'm guessing probably something like 40, 50. I don't remember though. This would be a good question to answer.
Was it that's a good question. Yeah, let's see. How many years ago was that? That was
how
much would it? Because it wouldn't have been the same.
It would have been.
It was on its own because it was it definitely was any bundles, just the Amiibo.
Probably would have been 2016. I'm guessing
2016, 30, 40?
$40.
40. Okay, 30, 40. Yeah, 40.
November 2015.
Yep. Okay.
in a time where Amiibos for the most part cost at retail the initial waves cost $12.99 an Amiibo.
Yeah. So I mean, it was definitely more the premium back then.
It was a premium Amiibo
Yeah.
for sure. It was the first big premium Amiibo I can remember. Yeah,
I think
Well,
that
there's
was
only
the
two big
start
Amiibo.
of it.
They're actually big ones.
It was big. Yeah, the big Yoshi was a big one, and then Poochie was really the big yarn Yoshi was the big one.
Yeah.
And then later they did Detective Pikachu.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's the
honestly,
next
I
big one.
really like Detective Pikachu too, but that doesn't have the value of Mega Yarn Yoshi. Retail exclusive made it hard to get. It obviously didn't get the same print run as the little Yarn Yoshis, which got a lot more.
Yep.
And to this day, it's a very coveted and adored Amiibo. It's a fan favorite, absolutely. Probably in America, the favorite, like the pinnacle of.
Oh, Yoshi, yeah.
Yeah, you're a Yoshi guy, aren't you?
That's right.
Yoshi.
Well, it's the last American released one on this list.
Yeah, it is, right? Yeah.
Okay.
So new in box, Mega Yarn Yoshi, $206, and that one's sitting over there on the table. Out of box, it's that you could sell that right now for probably 180, 170,
Probably.
190 even. Like it's pretty. Honestly, some of these the disparity isn't huge between new in box and out of box because some people prefer
Prefer out of the
out
box.
of the box. A lot of people prefer them out of the box, anyways. So
Because you do something, you could scan it.
yeah, exactly.
That's right. See, it's something to do with it.
Yes. Yeah, Mega Yarn Yoshi is the best, honestly.
He's so cute.
All right, Jarrett, number 3. Go ahead and pronounce those.
Leo, Leah, and Cheval. Cheval.
I couldn't do it any better. I think that's what it is.
And that's a Monster Hunter, isn't it?
Yes, it's Monster Hunter Stories. We yes, it is. I do have this one. It's like this really cool, fierce-looking, redheaded character from Monster Hunter Stories riding this like dark green. I don't think it's a Rathalos, but it's a dragon from the Monster Hunter universe, and it's really cool. And I did, early on, not anymore. In the first opening years when there was awareness of this in like Amazon Japan, you were able to order these internationally. I think I got these for probably like, with the shipping prices, it was like $50 or something. You had to pay that to get them back then. Now, I mean, like you have to pay almost this just for out of box basically. But new in box, it's your guy, but
we don't want Jarrett to talk money around here. Keep taking it from him. How much is this one worth, Jarrett?
This one is worth $222.
yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Monster Hunter Stories.
Yep, Monster Hunter.
Guess we need to play it.
It's got your monsters and your hunters.
I feel like I had a like a fun fact from one. There's this like legendary handle on the Amiibo subreddit who like did these little Amiibo fun facts for years, and all of a sudden he just disappeared and he doesn't do them anymore. And people are like, "Where'd that guy go? We really liked him."
Was he revealing secrets
who
of the
knows?
Amiibos?
Who knows? But he did do this one a year ago. He said, "Fun Amiibo history time, number 117. Despite the fact that the Monster Hunter Stories Amiibo were only released in Japan, all versions of the game had Amiibo support and worked with them. Perhaps they plan to release them everywhere and stuff BTS happened?
Behind the scenes.
Behind the scenes happened. There we go. So they are, like you said, they're compatible. You can use them on all your games here, and they're not region locked or anything like that. I mean, it's an NF chip. It's like same technology, but and for this reason, like now there's always like this FOMO when they drop a new line of Monster Hunter Amiibos, and there's a lot of them now. And they're all honestly really cool, really detailed, especially in big now, which is a different kind of problem. But everyone's always scared that they're going to sell out, and oftentimes initially newer Monster Hunter Amiibo do sell out, and there's some that have been packed in that have been exclusives too, like the Megalomania. I can't remember what that monster is called.
Mole Mania?
Wait. Great game. I wish that would get an Amiibo.
Mole Mania. Well, Joel would know the name of this monster.
Yes, he
and I don't
would.
know what it is right now. But yeah, just a little tidbits about the Monster Hunter Amiibos, which are really
Fun fact.
hard to get.
Yeah.
Well, we're not done yet. We have one more Monster Hunter.
Yeah,
Amiibo.
we do.
Hey.
And it is Naviru. Naviru? I don't know.
Yeah,
All I know is it's
Naviru.
a derpy looking little cat thing.
It is. And it is arguably the most coveted, maybe even more than number one at times. Like I literally saw this sell new in box. It probably has something to do with the condition of this new in box, but $600 a couple months ago, a Naviru went for $600.
Yeah.
That's not the standard price though.
Yeah.
That's
crazy.
Yeah.
He must be popular. I know I looked at all of these Amiibo earlier, and this is the only one I remembered what it looked like.
Mm-hmm.
I just remember thinking, like, he's kind of ugly. Is he worth $250? I don't know.
Just to a surprising amount of people.
Yeah, but $244 ain't nothing to sneeze at, as the kids say.
No, and this is one that I do not have, and this is probably my biggest Amiibo need right here, and I've searched it many times, and I'm just like, it's a tough pill to swallow. Pill to swallow.
I imagine. Well, why don't you hit us with number one, James? I have a fun fact about this one.
Oh, good. I'm
No,
glad.
a compatibility fact.
Ooh, very nice. And you probably honestly know more about this series than I do, frankly. But it is QBBY. the box boy himself. This is the kind of the Amiibo, right? Like this is the one that everyone wants worldwide. That is like if you're a collector of Amiibos, this is the Grail basically. This is it. And I am very fortunate enough to have a lovely wife in Hannah who just had enough money, I guess, flying around to help me on an anniversary, and she got me not just the Amiibo loose, she got me the box, and not just the box. She got me like it was packed in with
the game and everything,
a
right?
game and
Whoa.
soundtrack, and there was something else
And
too.
she knew this because of the X-Bun Gaming podcast. Tell your wives.
You're right, actually. yeah. What do you know about Box Boy?
Oh, just the compatibility.
What you know about Box Boy?
I thought so. First off, Box Boy is. I actually have played 2 of them.
Oh, okay,
I
good.
played Box Boy and Box Boy plus Box Girl.
Nice.
And they're 1-bit puzzle games. I think it's 1-bit is what you would call it, because it's just black and white, and you literally are a little box, and then he can just expand out in like his number of boxes, and you have to finish each level by doing that within a certain amount of moves. Basically, the level tells you like what you need to do as you're playing through it. It's very simple, but you really have to think as you play it. It's a really fun little puzzle platformer. Like I said, I played the first 2. I don't think I've played Bye Bye Box Boy, which is the one that
trilogy.
came with this. Yeah,
nice.
They were all 3DS games. I don't
that's really
think
cool.
they're available anywhere else. I didn't look into that though, so if they're on Switch or on Wii U, I don't know. But yeah, really fun game. But fun fact:
Whoa.
if you scan
Okay.
Quibi,
I think it's QB.
Quibi Amiibo, you scan it on Bye Bye Box Boy. I thought this was cool. It changes the whole shade of the game from white and black to original Game Boy green.
Ooh, I like it.
Yes.
When I read that, I was like, "Dang, that's dope."
That's really sick, man. Now all you gotta do is spend $400 on a QB.
Or just go buy one of those NFC reader things where they have all
Yeah,
the tossed
you
on
can
there.
also do that.
Or do that.
You can
Yeah.
do that. That's probably the smart call.
Yeah, if you actually care to use these for their functionality, just buy one of those. They're
Yeah.
like $20.
Yeah.
QB in the box, just its Amiibo box itself, new. It goes for give or take, sometimes a lot more give, $403. And the version that I have, which is, it's more like, so this would be like my Pokemon box, right? Like complete in box, but there's a big box version like what I have in this. It's that has the soundtrack and the 3DS game and all that, etc. It can go for upwards of 600, 700, 800 depending on the condition. It goes up more. Just yeah. And I have that.
And you got that.
Thanks, Hannah. She did not spend that much. She did not spend that much money.
That's what I'm trying to see if I can pinpoint how much it was.
It was
Back then. So it looks like it's only selling about 1 a year right now, new, and that's about $600. Complete in box is about $300. But so that would have been 2021 complete in box.
oh yeah.
Was it CIB or new?
Wait.
The game, your game and everything.
The game we had was okay. So it was used in that. I think the game was opened. That's the only
Okay,
thing.
so it would still be used technically then.
Yeah.
For that, I mean, the Amiibo itself is still going to be worth more than this.
The Amiibo is still brand new in the actual Amiibo box, right?
Yeah.
But the actual like the big box, you can open it and you can see the contents.
She may have gotten lucky and paid around $300.
She did, I think,
Okay.
probably less.
So
actually.
that's about what you could have got it for back then.
Yeah,
So
I think that's what she spent.
Not cheap.
No,
She likes you.
She's a keeper.
thanks, Hannah. Yeah, no, it's cool to have I love Amiibo so much, man. And again, like I said, it is it can be anxiety inducing. I do question myself sometimes, like why am I still doing this? I don't even like some of these, but Amiibos on their own, the ones you like especially, can be really cool. But I think there's something about a bunch of Amiibos next to each other, displayed in a cool manner. Like it's like how cool all the trophies are next to each other in Smash, right? Like there's a really cool visual appeal to having all these Amiibos next to each other that You can't do that. It's a different thing that you can't exactly do with video games, displaying video games, you know?
And it's a bunch of franchises that you love, like all come together too.
Yeah. Or franchises that I want to love that I don't yet love, you know?
So why don't you hit us back with the top 10 list again, James, from 10 to 1.
Okay, so Lair of Astora for $100. Mega Man, the gold one, $110. Metroid 2-pack, $118. Oh, was this in reverse order?
No, you're
Oh,
right.
that's right. Okay. Barrioros and Ayuria, $120. Poochie at 6 for $145. At 5, we have the Splatoon 3-pack for $155, which included that orange squid. And then we got number 4, Mega Yarn Yoshi, you sweet little boy, $206. Number 3, Leolia and Cheval. Yeah, you said it better than I probably. that is a tongue twister.
It is.
Leolea and Cheval, $222. I have that one, thankfully, out of box. 2, Naviro, $244. The Derpy Cat, like Chris was saying. And number 1 is QB, Box Boy, for $403. Just the Amiibo new, not necessarily the big box and all that stuff.
So it's an impressive list. Not a cheap list. Not an easy to obtain list, apparently, according to James now.
Yeah, I feel like this is cheaper than a lot of like video game sets for sure, but like
Some of it might be harder to obtain.
man, those the Japanese ones are legitimately rare items. Very rare.
And rare is cool,
Yeah.
if I say so myself. I think rare is cooler than expensive. Okay, so this leads me to the question then. I think we thought about talking about this earlier, but I think it leans in well now because we didn't talk about it earlier. It's been going on 12 years since Amiibos have launched. Do you think Amiibos are coming up to the end of their life, or do you think we got a decent amount of time left with Amiibos? Do you think they're just going to keep going? Do you think it's a Nintendo staple from now on? What do you guys feel?
Go, J-Bear. What's your gut tell you?
Well, it's interesting with the Kirby Riders where they're adding some additional functions with it where they have the separations, but it becomes a question of are they because of costs, are they becoming too expensive to do? Because before I was thinking like when they first came out, like the original Smash for $12.99.
Yeah.
And what were games back then? 50?
60 still.
50,
60, but
So think of the percentage where it's like, okay, it's a lot less. Now they're almost the price of a game. Well, it's like the Kirby one, like 30, 40, 50.
Yeah, I feel like the premium bigger ones are like, they're like in the 50 range now.
Now it's becoming less novelty. It's like, well, you're spending a lot for those
Yeah.
figures. So it's like if that becomes a trend where just the expense for that, or even though they could do the functionality, it make it less appetizing or less like, ooh, okay, that's quite a bit. I could get a game for that or so. So if it continues that trend, I could see how it gets less and less. But
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But that's the only thing I think of, like the price thing, and then it's like I think it was really big and really like everyone wants so much. I think it's died down.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit, except for like collectors. But I think for the broad side, it's probably less than it was before.
I can see what you're saying. I have mixed feelings. Obviously, I've been on this podcast saying like, I thought if this was gonna die, it was gonna be when the Smash line ended, or sometime shortly thereafter. Like maybe it was gonna like, I don't know, sputter to like a dead stop, and then shortly after that, it's only gotten worse. So they're printing them at a greater rate now than they were 2 years ago, and we know that Smash Brothers is coming back.
Yeah, that's true.
And there's
Good
probably
point.
going to be some new. I don't know, maybe not a lot more, but there's probably going to be some new fighters in that. So it'll beg the question: are those going to have Amiibos? And Amiibos and Smash Brothers are
synonymous now.
They're synonymous with each other.
Yeah.
They really are. A part of me wanted them to stop just to spare me, just so I could just have like a set number and I can be like, cool, I can finish
we go.
this. This is obtainable. I know what the number is. Let's finish this thing. But at the same time, man, the quality of these things has gone up so
Yes, I agree
drastically.
with that.
Like
Sorry,
they're nice.
I can't help but think of in Attack of the Clones when Obi-Wan goes to Dex's diner and he's talking to Dex Jetsetter and he's asking about cloning and he says, it all depends on how big your pocketbook is. And I just see that Nintendo looking at James and he's like, will Amiibo ever stop? And It all depends on how big your pocketbook is.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh my gosh, I know. And you're right. Like these things started at $12.99 a piece. Like that was like a meal at Taco Bell or something.
okay.
Like, going to fast food. You're like, oh, okay, my kid wants this, or I really want this. That was a lot easier pill to swallow. Like the base ones now, the baseline price is basically like $29.99, like $30.
Yeah.
$30 is the minimum now, right? Like so that's gone up $17, like more than double the price. And I think I mentioned this on the Discord. I think some of it has to do with inflation for sure, and tariffs, and I think Nintendo also is like, we do not want to raise, if we have to, we can raise the price of everything except for the Switch 2 because we need to get those out, right? Like, so I think they're like, this is one of the things they're just saying, well, we're printing them and people are still buying them and we don't spend a lot of money like to make them, I think. So we can just keep making them, even if people will pay whatever, the people that really like them. I think that's honestly their philosophy right now. Like, and it's a little sad, but at the same time, like I said, like these figures nowadays are really nice. Like if you see the Mario Galaxy ones you just launched, like check out that Rosalina they just dropped. It's like sitting in the chair based on the movie, like reading the books to the Lumas. Like
It's huge too.
it's monster, dude. It's like a Rosalina.
It is really cool.
It's like a Rosalina raid boss, dude.
Yeah.
it's big.
Yeah, man. I
And beautiful.
I genuinely would have thought 2 years ago that Amiibo were done. Like they were running it felt like Sora came out and things got really quiet and it just seemed like they'd come to their end. Maybe we'd see a couple more, but I mean, this last 6 months has proven completely otherwise according to Nintendo.
Yeah.
I mean, Kirby Air Riders, like it's been mentioned, Metroid Prime 4 got Amiibos.
Yep.
Obviously Mario Wonder, the Mario Galaxy re-release that they did got Amiibos. Like I said, Mario Wonder, Pragmata's getting one. Resident Evil is getting some. Like, it does not feel like they're stopping like, at all.
And maybe I should say it'll continue going. Maybe it's like the market's changing instead of being open to kind of like everybody wanting to collect stuff and like kind of because of the price point. Now it's like more just like narrowing into the collectors who are wanting those things. Maybe that's probably the more the view is like, okay, we're going to tailor it more. I'm going to not even say niche, but just more collector as opposed to, people want to just collect, your Mario or whatnot. Now it seems now they're narrowing it down or tailoring it to collectors so they could raise the price, make it nicer quality. Yeah. People spend more who want that. So maybe they're doing not as much, selling as much. Yeah. But maybe something like that.
And they probably still get really good margins on it because it can't cost that much to they're plastic, right? Ultimately, like most of them are. So like even if they're really high quality figures that are sculpted very nicely in the paint or whatever they do, however they color them is done very nicely. Like they're probably relatively compared to what they're charging, very reasonable. So they're still making a significant amount of money on them. So I don't see any like reason on their end why they're like, oh, we should stop making Amiibos. But like, plus they're a toy company ultimately. Like it's like part of who they are. It's part of their identity and like the DNA of Nintendo is toys. So like on that front. Not as a collector, I don't want them to stop. As a collector, I kind of want them to stop.
You do and you don't.
I do and I don't. I do and I don't. Yeah. And this is a me problem. It's not a them problem. It's a me problem.
Yeah. A question just for James. If they just keep releasing and just keep getting more expensive, do you think it'll ever stop, or are you so deep in now that you just cannot? Okay, you can't see yourself ever.
I've said this too. Like I'm not frantic. I'm not desperate. The way Amiibos are now, like you said, the demand is lower. They're still printing them to like a lot, generally speaking, especially the popular characters. So like every once in a while now, there are those opportunities like there were around Black Friday where you can get like the Street Fighter and some other ones.
Oh, like the Champions? I got those for like $10 each. Yeah.
There were some of them going for like $5 on some sites. Like it was just like, so I'm not stressing about it. I know there will be opportunities. The popular characters are going to get reprints, like all the Zelda stuff, all the really Pokemon ones when those come, Fire Emblem for sure. Like, those are going to get tons of reprints, I would bet. It's the third-party ones. It's the ones that are like on the fringe, and I'm like, that make me nervous because I've seen how prices balloon on them. Like the third-party ones, Monster Hunter, like the Pragmata one makes me nervous, so I made sure to get one because I'm like, it's 30, but like it could be like 100 in a second. Yeah. And that's the other thing about this, right? Like relatively speaking, that top 10 list is not super high compared to like a set of video games or whatever, but generally speaking, at each individual Amiibo, even loose out of box, is like 30 to 50, sometimes higher. So it's like you said, like if you wanted to start collecting an entire set of Amiibo right now, like that is, you can probably find them individually with a lot of work and diligence, pretty reasonable. But like, that's a lot of money to sink even now to get a full set. Like, they're all baseline worth like $20 to $50 any Amiibo. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's kind of rough. I'd say the only way that somebody could really get into collecting if they're going for loose now would be to try to hit. I see them used at GameStops a lot. Maybe hit them at a buy two get one free sale time and just try to like stock, like get them then in the best condition you can. But it's generally not going to be not easy, especially if you wanted them in box.
Find people that have a real, like people like me who they're just I can't do this anymore. Find those people, and you could probably get a reasonable price off some of those folks. The less rare Amiibos, I'm sure. But to this day, you asked this earlier. There are 256 as of April 3rd. So how many days ago was that? Earlier this month, there was 256 released figures and 8 unreleased figures. I think that's probably a little higher after today. But so basically, 264 Amiibos physical. And there are 944 total released Amiibo between figures, cards, the cereal, power-up bands from Universal Studios, and these wood blocks now that just got released at
I forgot about
the
those.
Nintendo World Store, which is now San Francisco. You can get them potentially.
Yeah, we didn't even touch on
The
Amiibo
wood
cards.
blocks?
Yeah, there is a whole...
there's like kids blocks. Like literally made
Seriously,
for like toddlers, but they put those chips in it so they can be used as Amiibo.
Yeah, and the power-up bands from Universal Studios are really cool.
Yeah.
Really
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, I'm going this fall. I definitely plan on getting, well, at least 2, because I'll get one for me and Jasmine.
Yeah.
And I'll be keeping hers because she don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are Amiibos. You can scan those into your video games. You scan them into your Switch, scan them into your Wii U.
I don't care about that.
3DS.
They're collectibles.
I'm just saying. But yeah, you're right. Yeah. And of those 264, I should have added up my figure. I'm in the 200 plus for sure. I think because of the last time we talked about Amiibo, right at the beginning of this podcast, or at least my first episode on it, I think I was only missing like 12 to 16 or something. I'm missing now like 30-ish, maybe more. I still have a ways to go, but I'm like
Just hearing a lot of failure.
it's why I'm not getting desperate, because I'm like it's a number that keeps getting higher and higher. And
Well, and like you said, sometimes it's worked out to wait with the Street Fighter. It
works.
It's hit or miss, but you never know.
Yeah.
Sometimes you'll end up paying for it.
I'm not
but
worried about it because I think I got a feel on the ones that I know are going to be rare when they drop. So
You've gotten better at that.
yeah,
I do think. I didn't put this in there, but like it'd be interesting to like consider some Amiibo that might go up in value later. Like, but talking about Amiibo cards, one thing I think is really niche. Like, obviously, Animal Crossing got a whole series of Amiibo cards, and some of those could have like their own set values according to how popular the character is.
Yeah.
Street Fighter got some recently. But the game that you never hear anybody talking about that got its own set of Amiibo cards was the Mario Sports Mix on the 3DS.
oh yeah,
And I feel like those have got to be pretty uncommon. Like, I don't remember anybody talking about those. I don't remember that game. I mean, I don't remember anybody buying that game.
Now you say that, no idea until you said that.
I'd be kind of interested to like know what the sales figures are on some of that. Like, just because I can't imagine there's that much out there in comparison to like the actual Amiibo. But
yeah, I tend to agree. Do you guys have a favorite Amiibo or a couple favorite Amiibo?
yeah, I have a couple.
Yeah, for sure the Mega Yarn Yoshi. Mm-hmm. That one's just really unique with the yarn. And then if I said a second one just right away, my mind is the Guardian.
Dude, the Guardian.
That one's cool.
The Guardian is
That's
great.
cool.
That's flexible arms.
Yeah.
That's a goated Amiibo, man.
It really
For me,
is.
it's like top 5 for sure.
Yeah.
It's so cool.
Well, mine are Ness, which is obvious.
Yep.
Shovel Knight's up there.
That's a good one.
The yarn Amiibos, just in general, I just like you said,
They're
like,
good, dude.
I just think they're awesome. I would love to have a Mega Yarn Yoshi eventually, but Poochie is higher on that list as far as
really?
Like, I really want the Poochie Amiibo.
Poochie
I
is
think
great,
he's adorable. And the big ones, Cloud and Sephiroth. Those are
yeah.
Sephiroth is the last Amiibo that I've pre-ordered. You know, like I made sure to get one, and at launch, obviously a huge Final Fantasy VII fan. And just as far as like some Amiibo that I don't have that I would love to get eventually, like Poochie. The other one would be the Cloud Player 2, because it's basically the Advent Children version of the Cloud.
Yep.
And I don't have that one. I've never seen it in person. It was never around when I could get one. And Ridley too. I don't have Ridley, And that would finish up my Metroid. I've got every other Metroid
Ridley is a
amiibo.
really good one.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Ridley's cool.
So I'd like to get Ridley eventually. But
Yeah.
what about you, James? What are your faves out of your 200 plus amiibo?
Yeah, it's tough, man. I like. It's like I said, I love them all
Do
collectively.
you ever just like go
so
into your
much.
room and just pour them all out? And just lay there like
Yeah,
Scrooge McDuck in a pile of amiibo?
I just open up the shelf on my IKEA Detolf and just like pour them on me, and then the glass case falls on me.
He died where he loved to be, amongst his amiibo.
I don't know, man.
Why
I've
is
said
he
before,
naked?
Hannah getting me QB is super special, and I never
Yeah.
thought I would have it. And on my own, searching for it, I'll never have that. And I don't think I wouldn't have got it for the money it costs now. So like, it's very special to me. So I love that one. I don't know. There's something about this small fry one of the Splatoon amiibos. Have you seen this one?
Oh yeah.
Where it's like there's
salmon eggs.
yeah, it's going
Yep.
for the salmonids like in the paint basically, and it's like really it's like it's almost like Gollum like admiring the ring or something. I really like it.
That's cool.
One of those all the Toon Link ones. I think there's just 2 Toon Link variations just because I love Toon Link and
Yeah, because it had a Wind Waker one, right?
there's a Wind
Yeah,
Waker
Wind
one
Waker
too.
one.
But I think the original Toon Link, there's something about it that I'm glad that it's one of the emojis on the Discord because at least we have one amiibo representative there.
Thank you, Alex.
Thank you, Alex. That was a good call. Something special about like Toon Link to me feels like inner Jimmy. Like that's my
Yeah.
that's my
He's
spirit
been
animal.
annoying us for years.
That's my spirit animal of Nintendo, honestly, other than like Pokemon stuff. But yeah, those are some of my favorites. I like them all, dude.
I gotta give a shout out to the Shovel Knight bosses too. They did that
Those
pack with
are cool.
King Knight, Plague Knight, Inspector Knight.
Those are really
I don't
cool.
have those though. Those would be some more that I think would be cool to own.
Yeah, a lot of the Monster Hunter ones look awesome too, honestly.
They have a lot of detail, and some of them are huge.
Magnum Olo, that's what it was called. Got
You're
it.
a Magnum
Got
Molo. Okay. Well, episode, we did it. We
Yay.
continue to get up into that 3-hour mark,
We
guys.
did it.
We can't help ourselves,
We
no matter
did
how
it.
quick we think the subject will be. But we did have a podcast question, courtesy of Jimbo over here. So I first asked, what is your favorite amiibo or specific memory attached to amiibos? And that was a James question that I posted because he reminded me. And Hannah responded with, when I instituted the Amiibo smash betting at our events and watched people lose all their tickets they'd earned due to greed. It is true. It's pretty funny to watch people be
That
stupid,
was
but-
the best utilization of Amiibo, honestly.
Yeah, the
Like
sma-
watching people watch Amiibo fighters fight each other and screaming and rooting for one because you have like some stakes on it is incredibly entertaining.
Yeah, it was a really smart thing that Hannah put together. And then James has gone through and trained every Smash amiibo so they're their max level so that you can use it in the game for this event where we all bring out the darkest sides of ourselves and bet all our earnings and wish the worst on our friends.
It's like chicken fighting, but Amiibo style. And less gross.
And then James asked an additional question. He said, if it stirs the imagination, if you could give any character or version of a character an amiibo, what would you choose?
Oh yeah, that's a good question.
And Jarrett said, I think you know my answer.
Say it. Say it.
What is it, Jarrett?
I'm wearing him right now.
Yeah.
Got Gino right here.
Good old Gino from Mario RPG.
I would love that. I would love that.
That would be. Oh gosh.
Let's see. Tenderfoot Ace. So our friend Rodney said, I've only been given an amiibo, but if I could, I would give an amiibo to Hyper Light Drifter. I need to play that game.
Nice.
But yeah, I'd love to see some more indie love in amiibo. Like, can you imagine a Hollow Knight one too, or Silk Song? That'd be cool.
That would be cool.
Celeste.
Celeste would be cool. Our friend Now I Rock Teller Suit said, I never got into the Amiibo game, but if Mumbo Jumbo got one, I think I'm obligated to buy it. It's true. That is literally his icon on Discord.
That would be a lock for him.
And he said, I'm curious if any Amiibo offers such a good in-game benefit that it's become valuable. So I don't think so, according to like the lists, but there are some that have offered really cool in-game benefits. So
We didn't mention Amiibo Festival too. A
There's-
personal favorite of mine and Hannah's.
that's by design.
It is okay. It is underrated.
I know Hannah
It
loves
has
it.
been unfairly maligned. That game is actually okay. It's like poor man's Mario Party, but it honestly is really. It's like a cozy Mario Party.
It's a great $20 game.
Yeah.
It is, and
Yeah.
that's what most people probably got it for. It's actually a
Yeah.
fun. It's the fact that it was kind of stonewalled behind
Yeah.
or paywalled behind
Yeah.
Amiibo.
It
Needing
required-
Amiibo to play it. Every player needs an Amiibo.
It required the Amiibos.
And the fact that everybody was soured on Mario Party and it was like a lesser version of Mario Party, I think just made it do not well in sales.
That's probably what it was. But it was fun.
It was fun. I enjoyed the few times we played it.
Yeah.
All right, Legendary said, I have only one Amiibo, and that's the Wolf Link and Midna Amiibo. It's a nice decoration from one of my all-time favorite games. But I'll be honest, I practically never used it in game for anything. That being said, it would be cool to get some Amiibo based off some more indie games. Hades 1 and 2 characters would be pretty neat, and would probably sell pretty well too. Now, this might be a stretch, so bear with me here, and this is actually a really cool idea, Gary. Balatro Amiibo cards that unlock special decks in the game. That would be sick. I do agree. That's a really good idea.
That makes too much sense, honestly.
And then before we started recording, I looked up what this meant because Rodney responded and he said a Zagreus or Dionysus Amiibo would rule, and I was like, I don't know who those are.
Somebody does.
They're Hades characters.
Oh, cool.
So,
Nice.
So that's he was piggybacking off of Gary's comment, and that people love those games.
Yeah.
The Alex Extravaganza said I'm retroactive. Oh, apparently he said something else. The Yarn Yoshi Amiibo is my favorite. I've had it hanging in my car.
Nice.
Yeah.
Everyone loves them.
Oh, and he
good.
said for my fantasy Amiibo pick, Hollow Knight.
Oh, nice.
There you go.
And then Keldrick said I only have one Amiibo, and that's Toon Link, but I think it's cool that the Boo one is a glow in the dark one. That
that's
actually
cool.
is a
Yeah.
really cool one.
Yeah, that is true, huh? Nice call on Toon Link, bro.
Sorry. Klagenman said I still like my villager Amiibo. I had him in my dash, and he's sun bleached hair now. He's like a 90s or early 2000s. What's Linkin Park? The kind of music. What was it called? Where's my brain?
A grunge?
No, not
Not-
grunge.
Like screamo kind
it
of
has a term. What is it? My brain.
New Edge. New Age? What is it called?
New Age is like Rush. There's a freaking term.
I know what you're... it's like on the tip of my tongue, too.
It is called. Anyway, then he said it would have been cool to see Mario
Nu
Kart.
Metal.
Nu Metal. My God.
Nu Metal.
And Nu Metal. There we go.
Durr.
Said it would have been cool to see Mario. Literally, I'm the stupid kid that was 13 in 2000, and I freaking love Nu Metal still. Like, why do I not remember what it's called? I listen to Linkin Park and Breaking Benjamin and stuff all the time. Then he said, anyway, it would have been cool to see Mario Kart Amiibos. I haven't played.
Yeah.
I haven't played, but that could have also done some Pokopia Amiibo cards. That would have been that would be impossible to get. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Man, they couldn't have anticipated how big that game was going to... Well, they should have, but they didn't.
And then this made me laugh. Alex responded to Rodney's comment on those two Hades characters with a gif of some old dude just going like, I didn't understand a word you just said. And unfortunately, I was the same. So
What's your fantasy pick, Chris? Is that all the messages?
that is all the messages.
What's your fantasy pick for an Amiibo?
So, I mean, before, not that long ago, I would have said somebody like Leon would have been a big one. Chris Redfield would have been my Resident Evil pick. But Leon is cool, and obviously Grace makes sense since she's kind of the main character of her own right.
You're going to want to grab those pretty quick, honestly.
That's the goal. Other than that, like, I mean, other Final Fantasy characters are kind of big. I would have loved to have seen more Earthbound Amiibos too, like Mr. Saturn or obviously the main cast. Paula, Jeff, Pooh, good old Pooh. I had something else in my mind earlier, and I was like, that is on, but I've already forgot, so it couldn't have been that important.
Yeah. The ones that come to mind for me, you know how they had the 8-bit Marios, like the modern and the retro, 8-bit, like they were like called blocky.
Yeah,
and
those
stuff?
are cool too.
I don't know.
They had a Link one too, didn't they?
Yep, the Link.
They
I got
did.
it.
I
Yep.
was like, is there a way for me to get a 16-bit version of that of a Link to the Past with the pink hair and everything? Like, can we print that? Because I would really like that. That version of Link would be really funny and weird. I don't know how they do that though. 8-bit lends itself more to like a figurine than I feel like 16-bit does, but I could be wrong on that.
I don't know. They could.
For me, though, the Grail fantasy is a Chozo statue. Like,
Yeah, that'd be cool.
like where it's like one of the coolest, most iconic like things from Metroid is this guy holding a power up that you need to be an even bigger, awesome bounty hunter badass that is Samus.
That would be a cool one.
You know, like a Chozo statue. Where's that at? Why does nobody make that? Period. Where's the statue at? I don't know.
It's like Disney not making a freaking alien toy from Toy Story that just squeaks, little squeaky alien toy.
Yeah.
Like literally, it's what they are in the movie, but they've never made that as an actual toy. It drives me nuts. I don't know why I care
Yeah.
so much, but
Yeah.
It's
I
like the
agree.
same thing. Like, why not just you have these things built
They
in.
have so much cool stuff that they can make amiibos off of. But the other one I would say, which is stupid, but like you go to like an amiibo kiosk and you enter in any Pokemon and they print that for me. That's like the wildest crazy thing.
Yeah. I'd like a Krogunk and a Toxicroak.
Yeah,
There you
right.
go.
Yeah,
Yep.
exactly. Get my
Houndoom.
Flareon. Get your favorite Pokemon on.
Yeah.
So.
That'd be interesting though, because they would have no numbers of how many.
That's a lot of them.
Yeah. Huh. Interesting.
That's never gonna happen, but it'd be cool.
Well, 12 years later, Amiibo are still worth talking about.
Yes, sir.
And I like we kind of talked about it. It's hard to say what the future holds for them, but they're definitely not dead.
I don't
So-
think if they're going away, it's not anytime soon.
Yeah, I think this last year has definitely re-solidified them as a collectible and something I think people still seem to care about.
Yeah.
So yeah, it'll be interesting. I think a big tell will be how the Pragmata and the Resident Evil ones do too, as far as like, because that'll be a big tell as whether or not we get more third-party Amiibo as time goes on as well.
Yeah.
How Nintendo plays that card going forward.
We know Smash is coming. There's like, that Sakurai right now is like sweating bullets trying to squeeze something out of whatever they're working on right now, and there are rumors of an Ocarina of Time remake that I hope are real. And if they are, what are the odds that doesn't have an Amiibo attached to it? I would say, what are we at, Skulltula? I don't know what Amiibos come from that.
And then a golden one.
Yeah. There's probably some cool ones they could pull from that. They've already had some Ocarina of Time though, Amiibos.
Just the one, right? Isn't it just the
They have
Link one?
Link
Link.
holding the Ocarina. It's pretty cool.
I mean, they could do more, but yeah, if there's a Smash, you would think it would go in at least for new character.
Yeah.
I don't think they would reprint like a new Mario. Well, I mean, they could, but
Yeah. Give me Bongo.
Bongo Bongo.
I remembered what I thought earlier when we were talking. It's Isaac from Golden Sun.
Golden Sun.
I was thinking
yeah.
that it would be cool to see the
Well,
Golden Sun
dude,
characters.
frankly,
but
that's near the top of the in demand like fighters people want for Smash. That
Yeah.
honestly doesn't seem that ridiculous to me. That could happen.
yeah, I'd love to see Isaac, Garrett, the whole crew. Mia, what's the other guy's name? Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
All right, well, it's late. We've been recording for a while. We didn't start till late, so we won't be home till late, but not as late as when we went to Clarkston.
Not even remotely.
Well, guys, thank you. I'm glad you could both join me. This is an episode that I was thinking about for a little bit because I knew it would be a good one for James, and I'm glad we found a perfect third in the form of our good friend Jarrett.
Yes. We are the new Holy Trinity
Yes.
of Amiibo.
Yeah, forget what's their faces. What was it? I don't remember. I'm so tired.
Who
now.
here is Villager? Who here is Wii Fit Trainer? And who here is?
We got to give Wii Fit Trainer to Jarrett. He's the only fit one.
Yeah. Okay. So which of us is Villager and which of us is Marth?
I guess.
Who has a more derpy face? Because the original Marth had a really derpy looking face.
He really did have a derp.
That's probably me, huh?
Yeah.
I don't want to be Fire Emblem character.
I plead the fifth. No, but I appreciate you guys. Thanks for joining me. Thank you for everybody for listening. If you made it here to exactly 3 hours, we appreciate you. And if you ever have any thoughts on episodes you'd like to hear, please give me feedback. It helps me when I have thoughts from people. I appreciate Benbo in the Discord recently gave a suggestion, and we'll be working on doing that one in the near future. But yeah, any thoughts, any episodes you'd like to hear us talk about, if it's in the realm of possibility of my knowledge, I guess, I would love to do it. So yeah, so we'll go ahead and conclude. Once again, thank you all for listening, and remember to always press X to continue.